McLaughlin? Sometimes it's used like that. I know, but it's supposed to be used for season form or something, so it's going to be fine. It's only 11 months on the year. I'm going to go sign in, and I'll swing back out and see if I'm started yet. Okay, okay. Doing overtime? Yeah, 4 hours. All right.
All right, thank you. Please be seated. Do we not have any LEPs, do we? No. Okay, great. All right, this is the 2 p.m. initial appearance calendar for October 21st, 2025. The court's orders for the taking of fingerprints and DNA samples made on the 2 a.m. calendar on the first of the month will also apply to these hearings. We're going to start with Mr. Salah Abdullahi, if you please come all the way to the podium. After that, Donald Carruthers, if you go to the chair, the officer will show you where to wait. You will be next. Right here at the podium, please, sir. Good afternoon, sir. Can I have your full name and your date of birth, please?
Name, Salah Abdullahi, date of birth, July 19, 2007.
All right, thank you. You're here on a new case. You were arrested for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon or dangerous instrument. Oh, and I apologize. I need to reprint this one. By the way, the police didn't provide enough information to support probable cause on the narcotics charges that they brought against you, but they did provide probable cause for the aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. That's a class 3 felony, so I do find probable cause for aggravated assault. I do not, for purposes of this hearing only, find probable cause on the narcotic drug allegation or the allegation that you possessed or used a weapon in connection with a drug offense. That does not mean those are dismissed, that you're still being accused of those. I'm just not setting release conditions for those because the police didn't provide any description of what drugs they alleged that you had. So you can talk to your lawyer more about how that works. I am appointing a lawyer for you, and again, I do find probable cause for the aggravated assault charge. Your next court date in this case will be Monday, October 27th at 8:30 a.m. That's this coming Monday at 8:30 in the morning. It's a status conference. Your preliminary hearing is scheduled for October 30th at 8:30 in the morning. Those will be in the downtown Superior Court. Based on what's been alleged against you and your juvenile history, as well as, no, that is this arrest. So it's your juvenile history. You had 7 referrals. They include burglary referrals, narcotics, probation violation, another narcotics, and shoplifting, it looks like. Based on that, I'm not setting bail in the amount recommended by the state, which was $50,000 secured. Your bail is $25,000. It is secured. That means you can use a bail bondsman to possibly post bail for less than the full amount. If you post bail, be sure to comply with all of your release conditions. Do not go to the scene of the alleged crime. Absolutely no contact with the alleged victim, whether you are in or out of jail. No weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, no alcohol. Everything I've just told you will be on your paperwork. If you step to your left, the officer has your copy. Thank you. Mr. Carruthers?
Can I speak in the back row or?
Yes, sorry. 7, oh yeah, this is one, what was I waiting for? Oh, I know what I was waiting for. 1 second, Mr. Carruthers, hold on. Okay, that one's fine. All right, sir, can I have your full name and your date of birth, please?
Donald Lamar Carruthers, February 27, 2006.
Thank you. You're here on a new case. You were arrested for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon or dangerous instrument, disorderly conduct as a the aggravated assault is a class 3 felony. The disorderly conduct is a class 1 misdemeanor, also threatening and intimidating, which is a class 1 misdemeanor. There is probable cause for all of those, and I am appointing a lawyer to represent you.
Okay.
I'm scheduling your next 2 court dates. The first one will be a status conference, Monday, October 27th, which is this Monday at 8:30 in the morning. Your preliminary hearing will be October 30th at 8:30 in the morning. Those will be in the downtown Superior Court.
Okay.
Your bond is $10,000. It is secured. If you post it, you will be on an electronic ankle monitor to keep you accountable for the order not to go to that location. You may not live there. You can go one time on a civil standby to collect belongings. That means you bring an officer with you. That's Glendale Police Department. Call the non-emergency number. Tell them you need a civil standby. They'll send a cop to go with you and keep the peace while you collect your belongings. You may not go to that location on your own. No contact with the alleged victim. That's the mom and brother of your girlfriend, I believe. No contact with your juvenile co-defendant. And that means I am ordering you to have no contact with your girlfriend. You may not respond to any contact from her. She's undoubtedly going to get the same order from the juvenile court.
Wait, what about my baby? What about
That's a separate issue. Talk to your lawyer about, I didn't know you had a child with this person. You can still see your child, but you may not violate release conditions in order to see your child.
Understood.
So talk to your defense attorney in this case about that. Be very careful not to violate release conditions in a felony case. There are consequences to that which are very serious. If it is too difficult and you don't see your child for a window of time, that is not forever. It is better than violating release conditions in a felony case. Talk to your lawyer about that. Okay. No weapons, no drugs, no alcohol. Everything else is going to be on my written paperwork. You don't get the ankle monitor unless and until you post bond first. If you don't post bond, you don't leave the jail. Talk to your lawyer about all of that.
Can I pre-trial? Is there any way I could pre-trial?
No, I'm doing both, but no, on a case like this, where there is the allegation of the knife and the threat to kill, there appears to be a strong weight of evidence, that's, I'm set, you know what the state recommended? 50,000. So this court believes 10,000 is warranted on these facts. You have a motive to go back there, you have a motive to be angry, and to violate release conditions. So that is a safety issue for victims in the community. You have to post bond, and then you go on the ankle monitor.
Okay, so I can't go home at all until I post
Correct.
bond?
You stay in the jail unless and until you post bond.
Wait, so I had to make some type of payment, right? Just anything? Cause
No, you have to, somebody has to put up the full amount, or a bail bondsman has to put up a bond, which is a promise to pay that a bail bondsman can make.
That's the thing.
That's why you can call them collect from back in the tank.
Can I say something to you?
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. I'm poor. My family's poor. I have nobody. I don't know how I'm going to do that. I don't know, and I generally...
Talk to your lawyer about any motion to modify your release conditions. As I said, the court believes that this is the minimum amount in a case like this with a knife and no criminal history. If it was a gun or if you had criminal history, the bond would be higher. So talk to your lawyer about that. It is a safety question. If it means you stay in the jail for now, it means you stay in the jail for now. If you step to your left, take a copy of your paperwork. Robinson, Aaliyah Robinson. And then Billy Meyer, will you go to the chair?
Yes. Okay.
Hello, ma'am. May I have your full name and your date of birth?
Aaliyah Catrice Robinson,
Which date of birth?
12/29/94.
All right, thank you. You're back in court because the county attorney has charged you with a new crime. It is theft of a means of transportation, a Class 3 felony allegedly committed 10 days ago, 10 days and 1 year, October 11th of 2024. This comes out of the Phoenix Police Department. If that doesn't ring any bells, you will get copies of police reports and the charge from your lawyer. And you can go over that with your lawyer. That's also triggering probation holds in all 5 of your probation cases. So you will have to go to probation court for that because there will be petitions to revoke alleging this case as a Term 1 violation. So your court date for the grand jury case, the newly filed theft of means case, is next week. It is October 29 at 8:30 in the morning. That's 1 week from tomorrow in the downtown Superior Court. I am affirming the $3,000 secured appearance bond in that case with orders not to go to the scene of the alleged crime, no contact with any alleged victim, witness, arresting officer, or co-defendant. Of course, no weapons, no drugs, no alcohol. You have to call your PO within 72 hours of any release. You are also here on your 5 felony probation cases. You're on probation for multiple felonies across those cases. And there, as I said, there will be petitions to revoke your probation filed in probation court. So you'll have a lawyer appointed on all 5 of those cases as well. You will have the same next court date for those 5 cases. It is October 28th at 8:30 in the morning, which is 1 week from today. In each of those 5 cases, the court is setting a $50 placeholder bond. It's there to make you eligible for credit for time in custody in those cases. In the one case in which you're serving a sentence, which is the case ending in 889, it's one of your 2022 probation violations. I'm setting it in that case as well with a big note saying, obviously, the sheriff is not to let you out until you're done with your 90-day sentence. That's the case you're doing 90 days in.
Yeah, I'm eligible for reach out. Like they had actually came and seen me last week. So
this
that's
is going to throw a
that
wrench into that.
Yeah.
Because I don't know specifically how it might affect it. So generally the defense lawyers have a better idea on those eligibilities. So when you get to court next week, let them know, if that's a primary concern. They can talk to the prosecutor, they can talk to your PO and the court and figure out, is there anything they can do so that these don't impede your eligibility for reach out? I honestly don't know. And, the question of whether you should be allowed into reach out is entirely separate. So I would just say take that up with your lawyer, and your lawyer can pursue that for you. And you should be, arraignment hearing, you're going to go to arraignment not much happens at arraignment. You don't usually even see your real lawyer. So maybe when you go to probation court on the 28th, talk to the PD there. They probably have a real good idea about reach out eligibility.
So it's not the same court, like the probation violation?
It's going to start there. So next week on the 28th, you're going to end up going to probation court, and all they're going to do is say, she has an open case, and they're going to punt it over, because then you got to go get arraigned on the new theft of means, and then that case, I think everything in probation is going to wait to see what happens in that new case, whether you get sent to prison, basically. And but as far as like reach out, what will keep you in or out of reach out eligibility, I'm guessing those probation PDs, those public defenders, probably have a really good idea because they deal with that every day. So maybe talk to them on the 28th, get the lay of the land, and then as your case progresses, it should come together in the same lawyer.
Okay.
Meaning that it should go to the trial lawyer. Whoever ends up with your grand jury case should end up with your probation cases eventually.
Okay.
So just go to all your court dates.
So this basically puts like a thing into like them running concurrent, basically.
What does?
Right?
Say it again?
So this is basically just saying like they're not, like because I have another probation violation, they're not all run concurrent together because they were concurrent together.
Yeah, and it means that, you know, things are back in the realm of maybe. And if you get convicted on that theft of means, that judge will probably end up with all of your probation cases, and they can decide what to do with you in each of your probation cases. Okay. That you can be resentenced in every one of those probation cases. If you're found guilty of the theft of means, then you will be resentenced in all 5 of your probation cases, in addition to what just happened, right on top of what just happened. Whatever happened that you got reinstated and got 90 days, this is a brand new violation that was allegedly committed a year ago. Yeah. So the court gets to resentence you if you are found to have violated. But right now, you're presumed innocent in the theft of means case. So that's why everything's going to wait to see if you get convicted of that. If you get convicted of that, is the county attorney even going to offer you probation? Because they don't have to. If they don't offer you probation and you are convicted, you will go to prison. Okay. It's mandatory because of your how many.
And that has nothing to do with my other cases.
No, you just have to wait too many priors. It's stunning to me that you're on probation in 5 cases of the kind you're on probation for. Mm-hmm. So if the county attorney even offers you probation, if they don't offer you probation, your lawyer will give you advice on what you ought to do. Okay. All right, if you step to your left, you get all your, well, I guess you got your paperwork. You can read all that. Thank you. All right, Mr. Meyer, Billy Meyer. And then Brian Coleman, will you go to the chair? Hello, sir. Can I have your full name and your date of birth, please?
Billy Clyde Meyer, 11/5/1979.
All right, thank you. You're here on a new case. You were arrested for taking contraband into a correctional facility. It's a Class 2 felony, possession of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony, and drug paraphernalia possession, a Class 6 felony. There is probable cause for all of those, and I am appointing a lawyer to represent you. Your next court date is a status conference, October 27th at 8:30 in the morning. That's this Monday. Your preliminary hearing will be October 30th at 8:30 in the morning. All right, your bond is $1,000. It is secured. If you post it, comply with all of your written conditions, and do not miss your court dates. If you step to your left, you're going to give you a copy of your paperwork. All right, Mr. Coleman, Brian Coleman, will you come to the podium? After that, Jacob Lewis, will you go to the chair, please? Hello, sir. Can I have your full name and your date of birth?
Brian Coleman, September 8, 1958.
All right, thank you. You are here on a probation warrant in your Class 4 felony probation case. Back on August 4th of this year, there was a petition to revoke your probation. It accuses you of violating terms 3, 4, and 5. You'll get a copy of it from your lawyer, and I am appointing a lawyer for you. Your next court date in the probation court will be 1 week from today, which is October 28th at 8:30 in the morning. The court address is on your paperwork. I'm affirming the bond that the probation judge gave you. You actually have 2 cases, I just remembered. So it's $750 secured in this case. It's the same bond in the other case. The other case is a 2024 probation case, and same filing date for the petition was August 4th, same terms alleged, 3, 4, and 5. Same court date, October 28th. Oh, I apologize. Your bond in this one is only $250. I think that's because you haven't been revoked as many times. And so I'm just affirming what the probation judge gave you. It's $750 in the older case, $250 in the newer case for $1,000 total. If you step to your left, he'll give you that paperwork. Mr. Lewis, and then Manuel Rodriguez, we go to the chair. Hello, sir. Can I have your full name and your date of birth?
Jacob Lewis, August 22nd, 2002.
Thank you. You're here on a probation warrant. You're on probation for a Class 6 felony, and there was a petition to revoke your probation filed May 13th of this year. It alleges that you violated terms 3, 4, and 5, also 7 and 15. You'll get a copy of this from your lawyer, and I am appointing a lawyer for you. Looks like you're on probation for a Class 6 felony and a Class 1 misdemeanor DUI. All right, I am appointing a lawyer. Your next court date will be October 28th, which is 1 week from today at 8:30 in the morning. That is a revocation arraignment and possible disposition hearing in the downtown probation court. Your bond is $500. It is secured. If you bond out, comply with all of your written conditions and call your probation officer within 72 hours of release. If you step to your left, you'll get your paperwork.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Rodriguez, Manuel Rodriguez, please, and then Richard Alcantar, will you go to the chair? Hello, sir. May I have your full name and your date of birth, please?
Manuel Rodriguez, 9/11/78.
Thank you. You're here on a probation warrant. Looks like you're on misdemeanor supervised probation out of Superior Court. Well, no, why did we list this as a misdemeanor? It's an undesignated offense, which means it functions as a Class 6 felony. I'm not going to reprint for that, but you're on probation for a Class 6 felony. So there was a petition to revoke your probation filed September 18th that alleges that you violated terms 3, 4, 5, and 15. You'll get a copy of that from your lawyer, and I am appointing a lawyer for you. Oh, it was the police who did that. I was just trying to figure out who made that mistake. It was the cops who booked you in. All right. All right. I am appointing a lawyer. Your court date will be 1 week from today, October 28th at 8:30 in the morning. That's a revocation arraignment and possible disposition hearing. And your bond is $500. It is secured. If you bond out, comply with all of your written conditions and don't miss your court dates. Call your PO within 72 hours if you post a bond. If you step to your left, you get a copy of that paperwork. You're all done. Thank you. Mr. Alcantar?
This is your paperwork, man.
And then Elijah Taylor, will you please go to the chair? Hello, sir. May I have your full name and your date of birth, please?
Oh, Richard Alcantar, December 1st, 2000.
Thank you. You are here on a probation violation. You are on felony probation. And on October 7th of this year, there was a petition to revoke that probation filed. It accuses you of violating terms 3, 4, and 5. You'll get a copy of it from your lawyer. I am appointing a lawyer for you. Your court date is in 1 week, which is October 28th at 8:30 in the morning. It's a revocation arraignment and possible disposition hearing. I'm affirming the bond set when the warrant was issued, and that is $250. It is secured. If you bond out, comply with all of your conditions. Call your PO within 72 hours of release.
Okay.
Step to your left to get your paperwork. Mr. Taylor? After that, Stephanie Cesar Urbina, will you please go to the chair? Hello, sir. Can I have your full name and your date of birth?
Elijah Taylor, 12/28/99.
Thank you. You're here on a warrant from the Tolleson City Court. And this warrant was actually issued yesterday. And so it's a failure to pay in a drug paraphernalia case. I saw that you're in on some other stuff. And so this is one where it says failure to pay and it's a misdemeanor. So I would normally probably just release you, except I think you're stuck in on some other stuff, but I didn't have time to really nail it down. Are you expecting to get out and this is the only thing holding you, or do you have other things keeping you?
I was actually supposed to go home today.
But then this popped up?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was in custody.
Okay.
You know, I'm
so
sure
no, I'm going to release you. When I don't have time, and on these ones where I really don't care, I won't be doing you any favors if you're not getting out, but I release you because it'll cause another warrant. So I usually just ask people because if they mislead me, they're the one who pays the price.
Yeah.
So this is one where it's just a lot faster if I ask the person. So
Yeah.
I'm going to release you. So give me a second.
And I guess it's just the way that the court works, where when I got arrested, I knew this court date because I actually, I came in through ITR before I caught this misdemeanor case.
Yeah.
And I got arrested again for the misdemeanor, but they OR'd me, I came in here, she OR'd me. I get arrested for the misdemeanor, they set a court date, I get out, now they issue another warrant.
And you will end up just cycling through the system. That's why I'm saying I wouldn't do you any favors. If you're actually stuck in, but you lied because you thought that would help you, it would harm you and you'd be very sorry. So that's why I'm saying, I like to look it up because I like to know, but on ones like yours where this is just failure to pay on a drug paraphernalia, I'm fine releasing you.
Yeah.
So if you're wrong, I won't suffer for it, but you might. So I'm releasing you. It's going to make your court date later, November 10th at 8:30 in Tolleson. If you're not there, assuming you're not in custody, then we will give you a bond for not appearing. But you've also already been convicted in this case. You owe them fines or fees or drug classes or something.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's not a failure to appear. That is more serious for our purposes. We just want you to go. So please go.
Yeah.
And you may never do another night in jail on this Tolleson case. By the way, if you were supposed to get out yesterday and you got their paperwork and mine, you could take it there and ask for a day's worth of credit against what you owe. I don't know what Tolleson gives, and it's up to them, but you spent an extra night in jail because of this case. Maybe they'll give you a day off of your fine.
Yeah, and especially we called and said, and when I got here today, I'm like, they're like, I'm rolling up, you know what I mean? I'm like, I'm going home. They're like, oh no, you're on the page 2. And my mom called when I got booked for the misdemeanor and said he won't be going to court because he's in custody. And then she says there's nothing we can do. I'm like,
issued anyway. I know. So I think you have a good argument. Take your paperwork to prove it, to say whatever they give you, and frankly, it's never enough in my opinion, because I think it costs at least $200 a day to house a human, and so I think that ought to be, I don't know.
Towards the fine. Yeah, it's the fine.
They might only give you $50. I don't know. It's up to them, but feel like you should ask for something.
Yeah.
But it's up to that judge. Good luck, sir. If you take your paperwork, now you should be getting out. Don't miss your court date, November 10th. All right, Ms. Cesar Urbina. Yeah, probably. It's slow. Everything here, slow. Hi, ma'am. Can I have your full name and date of birth?
Stephanie Caesar, 11/24/2004.
Thank you. Is your second last name Urbina?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thanks. You're here on a new case. You got booked in for domestic violence, assault, and disorderly conduct. Those are Class 1 misdemeanors, and there is probable cause for them. I am setting a hearing for you in the Peoria City Court. It's November 10th at 9 in the morning. And I'm inclined to release you on your own recognizance because you don't appear to have any criminal history that we could locate or that the police are accusing you of. But I'm going to give you domestic violence relief conditions, whether I have to put a bond on you to enforce them or not. You can't live where this person lives while the case is pending. You have to stay somewhere else. You can do a civil standby to collect belongings, but you have to call the Peoria PD non-emergency. Tell them you need a civil standby to collect things. They will want to see your paperwork, so don't lose it. They'll send an officer to go with you and keep the peace while you gather some things and go stay somewhere else, even if it's a shelter. What do you want to say?
I just had a small question about my rights, because even though this happened today, I've been trying to call the police and contact somebody since Wednesday, and he manipulated me and talked to me to not calling anyone. The police officers. So
I'm not here to decide whether or not there's also probable cause that he did something to you.
I'm just asking, you know, it's an encouraging thing. It just happened today because we have personal issues going on. He even has to go to court on Wednesday. But once again, my question is, this is not the first time. Is there something I can do to, I guess, give him something too? Because like I said, I have proof where he has done stuff to me, so that's my question.
So you have all of the rights that any person has to either report a crime to the police or seek an order of protection. You have all of those rights. I'm not prohibiting any of that. And to the extent you want to report a crime to the police, you can absolutely do that. You just have to follow my orders, because right now there's probable cause to believe that you assaulted him and were disorderly. And so you have to comply with these orders or you can get arrested just for violating them. This case has to work itself through the system, and I'm prepared to release you so you can be out of custody while you fight your case, while you perhaps take whatever action that you may want to for what may have happened to you. You'll be out of custody, and I wouldn't make you post a bond if you tell me you understand the release conditions and you will follow them, even if you don't like them, even if in the grand scheme they are unfair. Because none of what he's accused of doing is before me, and I don't have any power over him. I only have what you're accused of, and I do have power over you. So to keep the peace, which is for the good of both of you, these are standard domestic violence release conditions. Do you have a family member or a friend you can stay with or a shelter? Great. You just need to keep the peace, and I like to tell people to remember it's not forever, it's just for now. You may have a superior right to that apartment over him. We don't decide property dispute issues either. But if you're both living there, you can't right now while you're accused of a crime against him. Now, could you end up accusing him of a crime against you? Sure. And in which case, that judge is going to have to figure out what to order in that case. And it could get a little messy with conflicting court orders. I will issue, I always do order in a case like yours that if you get served with an order of protection, you have to comply with that as a term of release. So you may, before you leave here, somebody might serve you and say he got an order of protection against you. You have rights. You can go challenge that order in front of the court that issued it. You can follow all of your rights. What you can't do is go yell at him about it, or call him, or text him, or social media message him and yell at him about it. You can't do any of that. You have to go through court process. Now, I could not appoint a lawyer for you because I'm releasing you, and the city courts don't want this court making a decision about appointment of counsel in domestic violence cases. They want to make that decision themselves, and my understanding from them is they will typically only give you a court-appointed lawyer if the state is asking for jail time. So they wait to find out, is the state even asking for jail time, which, you know, it's up to the state, but I would be surprised in your case with no criminal history and this accusation. That would seem unusual, but it's not up to me. So you may never get a court-appointed lawyer in this case. You have the right to represent yourself, to just go and meet directly with the prosecutor. You have the right to hire a lawyer if you can afford one, but I can't give you a lawyer. Any lawyer would tell you, just comply with the conditions while you work through the process. Don't make a bad situation worse by getting arrested for violating the conditions. What's your question?
And if he were to violate the specific, because once again,
violate what? What would he violate?
If he were to violate his, whatever y'all are going to give him.
I can't give him anything, man.
No, but like,
I have no power over him.
Well,
not today. This is a criminal case.
No, what I'm asking is okay, if, once again, you're ordering me to not talk to him,
correct.
Not text him, not anything, correct. If he were to do that to me, because once again, he has this history where he does that with me.
But right now, he's not under any court orders and I'm aware.
No, I know.
So if you went and got one, then you'd have to go through those remedies. So if you have an order of protection and he violates it, you call the police.
So
if he's been arrested on a crime and given a no contact order, you call the police. But right now, I don't know that he's under any court order not to contact you. That's why I've made sure to say you can't respond to him because he may contact you first. Don't answer.
But I can always call and report it too, right?
Absolutely. Okay. Well, but you wouldn't be reporting a crime at that point if he just wants to call you.
I mean, like I said, it's just a history. I've been dealing with this.
I'm just saying, if you want there to be a remedy for that, there has to be a legal proceeding in place that is against him. Right now, this legal proceeding is against you. I don't have any power over anybody, literally, but you. And so that's because that's the way a criminal case works. Or I'd have power over the state. I could order the state to do things. But in a civil case, what do you got? Oh, okay. I thought you were just like something. Oh, you're funny. So anyway, and I try to give a little more information to young people who've never been involved in the system at all. And so if you go look up online orders of protection, or call the Peoria. Yeah, we're done. Call the Peoria PD and say, I want to report a crime. That's how you do it whenever you want to do it against anybody, whenever you think there's been a crime committed against you, you call your local PD, say, I want to report a crime. Well, if it's not happening in the moment, call the non-emergency line. But, and orders of protection are completely separate. The Maricopa County Superior Court is among the many courts that can order those for people. But there's a lot of information online if you just look up orders of protection, if that's what you want to do. And at that point, if he were to violate a court order, then you have, then you call the police. But right now, I have to order you to do things, and that is, it looks like you can stay with your dad. Go stay with your dad. Stay away from this guy. It's probably better for you if you do anyway, but I'm ordering you. And so just don't do anything to violate these orders. Go to court on November 10th. You can meet directly with the prosecutor if you can't afford a lawyer. You can ask the Peoria judge to give you a lawyer. I doubt they will unless the state is asking for jail time. So, good luck, ma'am. I know it's not easy, but you've got to comply. You'll make your life much worse if you don't.
And then, is there any charges he pressed by any chance?
Well, pressing charges is a thing like from the movies or from TV.
Okay.
The police bring the accusation. The county attorney presses charges. Victims don't press charges. And the state can go forward on charges even if the victim doesn't want them to. They can go over the victim's objection. So don't commit the felonies of witness tampering or attempting to influence a witness. Witness tampering is a felony, and we take it very seriously. So don't call him and say, drop the charges, because it's not up to him. Right now, it's going to end up the Peoria City Attorney is the one who's going to decide what the formal charges might be, if any. Like the Peoria City Attorney could also say, we don't like this case, we're going to get rid of it. But right now, you're accused. It's just the police arrest charges. That's all I'm seeing you on it. This is what you got arrested for. It's up to the Peoria City Attorney what the ultimate formal charges might be in the case, and you'll find that out on November 10th when you go to court. They'll have to give you charging documents, they'll have to give you discovery, which is police reports. You know, the county attorney will give you a bunch of stuff. You can bring your dad if you want some help about understanding all that. Absolutely. Bring a lawyer if you can afford one. So, anyway, good luck, ma'am, and try to be patient. It still takes hours to be released. Just comply with those orders, okay? Okay, step to your left. All right, so officer, I've got Antonio Montoya Sain, still not in court. Is that because he's been isolated from general population as a potential risk to himself or others? NASWA, okay, thank you. So I understand Mr. Sain is on a non-acute suicide watch and has been isolated for that reason, and so I will go conduct his initial appearance in-house, in person, immediately following this recording. I will advise him he was this is Antonio Montoya Sain, 10/1/2001. He got arrested on a new case. The allegation is second-degree burglary, a class 3 felony, and disorderly conduct, a class 1 misdemeanor. There is probable cause for those, and I am appointing a lawyer for him. His next court date will be a status conference October 27th, which is this Monday at 8:30 in the morning in the downtown Superior Court, with a preliminary hearing October 30th at 8:30 in the same court. And his bond that I'm contemplating is $2,500 secured. I also thought about an ankle monitor. The county attorney, let me double check, I don't think was recommending one. Yeah, she is. Hang on a second. I'm going to read the PC again. I might do an ankle monitor. Okay. All right. They do allege that there's been an ongoing problem with him breaking in. So I am, all right, let me reprint this. I'm also intending to put him on an ankle monitor if he does post the bond. I will explain that to him. So, all right, so $2,500 secured appearance bond with ankle monitoring is what I'm contemplating. Absolutely no contact with the alleged victim, not going to the scene of the alleged crimes, no weapons, drugs, or alcohol, and he has to obey any order of protection served on him. All right, we'll get that reprinted, and if anything changes after I conduct that initial appearance in-house, my final order will reflect the court's ultimate decision in the case. I'm not going to update this recording. All right, now the court will stand in recess until 5 p.m. this afternoon.
We have not been add-on for Spanish, but I don't think we have the court.
You just filled out our last page by saying.
Got it, okay, I moved into the bottom already. Okay, she should be on her way.
All right.
Please be seated. Good evening. This is the 5 p.m. initial appearance calendar for October 21st, 2025. The court's orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprints that were given on the first calendar of October shall apply to all matters on this calendar. As you just heard in the recording, this is a very specific type of hearing. I will tell you why you are here and if an attorney has been appointed to assist you. I will tell you when and where your next court hearing may be. If you are eligible for release, I will explain your release conditions and what bond amount may be set. I will not read all the release conditions to you. That is your responsibility to review. Those are court orders. You are all here on criminal matters, which means you have the right to remain silent. These hearings are broadcast and recorded. Anything you say may be used against you. I will only ask you for your name and your date of birth. I will bring you in one at a time by calling your name. You'll come here to the podium, and then I'll call a second person's name. Please have a seat in the chair by the door. That way we can move efficiently. As I said, these hearings are being broadcast, and there may be some victims watching today. And so I will need to read the victim's advisement. If you are the victim of a crime with a case pending before this court, you are advised that you have rights under Arizona law that, among others, include the right to be treated with fairness, respect and dignity, to a speedy trial, to be present at court proceedings, to choose whether or not to be interviewed by the defendant or the defendant's attorney, to be heard before the court makes a decision on release, negotiation of a plea, scheduling and sentencing, and to receive restitution from a person who is convicted of causing you loss. If you have not already been provided with a written statement of all victims' rights, please contact the Victim Services Division of the Prosecutor's Office. Okay, we will begin. Will Charmaine excuse me, do we have an interpreter?
Yes, good afternoon, Your Honor. This is Liz Carmona, court interpreter. I've been trying to call the I-8 number, but no one's picking up the phone line.
Thank you.
I'm sending her the simultaneous phone number. She doesn't already have it.
Court staff is sending you the simultaneous phone number right now if you don't already have it.
I have it. It's ringing, but no one's picking up. I'll hang up and call again.
Thank you.
Of course. Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
And Your Honor, this is the court interpreter. I don't know if you like to do the advisement again or however you like to proceed, but the interpreter is ready. And please let me know when the headphones are given to the defendant.
Thank you, I appreciate that. Please call Mr. Christian Escobar to the stand.
El señor Cristian Escobar, por favor, pase a la tri.
Okay. This is a specific type of hearing that I will give you today. I will tell you why you are here, if an attorney is going to be appointed for you, when and where your next hearing will be, if you are eligible for release, what your bond will be, and what your release conditions may be. This is a criminal matter. You have the right to remain silent. This hearing is being broadcast and recorded. Anything you say may be used against you. Okay. Please say your name and your date of birth.
Cristian Gerardo Trejo Escobar, 26 de diciembre de 1998.
Cristian Gerardo Trejo Escobar, December 26, 1998.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on a municipal court warrant. It was alleged you had liquor in your possession, an open container in your vehicle. That is a Class 2 misdemeanor. Also that you failed to appear as promised at a court hearing. That is also a misdemeanor. Because of the nature of these charges, you are not entitled to a court-appointed attorney. You may hire one or represent yourself. Your next hearing will be at the Tolleson Municipal Court. That is on November 10th at 8:30 in the morning. It was the court's intention to release you today on your promise to go to that hearing. But I do see that you are wearing all orange. Are you being held on another matter?
Yeah. Sí.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Will your other matter be resolved before November 10th?
Sí.
Yes.
Okay. If you believe that you will be out of custody, then these will be the court's orders.
Sí.
Okay. If you believe that you're going to be in custody, I can set a small bond to make sure that you're transported to your next hearing.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you need me to set a small bond to make sure that you're transported to your next hearing?
Sí, está bien.
Yes, that's fine.
Pero creo cuando tenía la corte estaba detenido yo.
But I believe that when I had the court hearing, I was already detained.
What are you in custody for now?
Tenía una orden de arresto.
I had an arrest warrant.
Okay. Is it something else besides Tolleson?
¿Cómo?
What do you mean?
So I am seeing you today on the Tolleson warrant. Is there anything else that's keeping you here besides that warrant?
Sí.
Yes.
Okay. So I am going to change your order. I am going to add a small bond. It's $50, just in case you are still in custody. They will transport you to this hearing, and you won't get a new warrant issued for your arrest.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. They will bring you your paperwork. Please have a seat.
Okay.
Okay.
Ms. Carmona Zimmer, would you please ask the gallery if there is anyone else who needs a translator by raising their hand?
Yes, of course, Your Honor. ¿Alguien más en la sala necesita los servicios de interpretación judicial en español? Si es así, por favor, levante la mano.
Okay. Thank you. Seeing no response, we appreciate your service this afternoon. Thank you for coming to help us.
Of course, Your Honor. The interpreter will be disconnecting. Thank you.
Okay. We'll go back to the English-speaking people here today. So we'll begin with Charmaine Geis. Please come to the podium. Tracy Babb, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Charmaine Geis, 31190.
Thank you, ma'am. You're here today on an out-of-county warrant. This warrant is from Yavapai County. It involves allegations of theft and shoplifting. An attorney will be appointed for you at your next hearing. Your next hearing is at the Yavapai County Superior Court, October 24th at 8:30 in the morning. There is a secured appearance bond set for you, and it is $25,000. If you are able to pay that bond, make sure you go to that Yavapai County hearing or they will issue another warrant for you. If you are not able to pay the bond, you will remain in custody. You will be transported to the hearing, and the next judge may change these orders. Please take your paperwork and have a seat. Ms. Tracy Babb, please come to the podium. And then Martinez Raymond, have a seat by the door.
Hi.
Please say your name and date of birth.
Tracy Babb, 9/15/1969.
Thank you, ma'am. You're here today on a failing to appear bench warrant. You did not go to your not guilty arraignment.
Correct.
That was on a grand jury indictment. The allegations include a count of dangerous drug transportation for sale, which is a Class 2 felony, 8 counts, dangerous drug possession for sale, Class 2 felony, 1 count, dangerous drug possession for sale, Class 3 felony, 1 count of misconduct involving a weapon, which is a Class 4 felony, and then drug paraphernalia, which is a Class 6 felony. There is already an attorney for you in this case, and your next hearing will be on October 29th at 8:30 in the morning. There is a cash-only appearance bond set for you here today, and that is $15,000. That is from December of 2009.
I know.
So this court will honor that bond. If you're able to pay the bond, make sure you go to the hearing.
Okay.
If you're not able to pay the bond, you will remain in custody. You will be transported to the hearing, and the next judge may change these orders. Please take your paperwork and have a seat.
Thank you.
Raymond Martinez, please come to the podium. Nicholas Ojeda, have a seat by the door. That's Raymond Martinez.
Raymond.
And then Nicholas Ojeda.
Raymond. Where is Martinez? Raymond? Oh, this is
Okay.
MHU?
We'll go ahead with Mr. Ojeda, and we'll come back to Mr. Martinez. After Mr. Ojeda will be Victoria Howden. Victoria Howden, please sit by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Nicolas Ojeda, May 25th, 1995.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on two matters. One is failing to appear at your probation revocation arraignment hearing, and actually it looks like the other one is failing to appear at a status conference. So you have two new hearings. Your probation revocation arraignment hearing, you have an attorney appointed to assist you. Your next hearing will be October 28th at 8:30 in the morning. You do have a cash-only bond on that matter at $250. If you're able to make that bond, you'll be supervised by your probation officer. Your other matter, which is the failing to appear at your status conference on new allegations, you have an attorney in that case. Your next hearing will be October 27th, 8:30 in the morning, downtown Phoenix. And on that one, you have a secured appearance bond of $500. So you have secured of $500, but cash only of $250. If you're able to make these bonds, make sure you call your probation officer within 72 hours and go to your hearings. If you are not able to make these bonds, you will be held in custody. You'll be transported to your hearings, and the next judge may change these orders. Please take your paperwork and have a seat. Victoria Howden, please come to the podium. Luis Herrera, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Victoria Howden, 10/28/98.
Did you say June or October?
10/28/98.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. You're here today on two matters. It appears that you failed to appear, and it looks like one of them was a probation violation disposition hearing on September 29th. So you have an attorney in that case. Your next hearing will be October 28th at 8:30 in the morning. On the first one, it is a $250 secured appearance bond. The second matter here is also the probation violation disposition hearing. Again, you already have an attorney, and your next hearing date is still October 28th. It is also a $250 secured appearance bond. So if you are able to pay your $500 total secured appearance bond, make sure you call your probation officer within 72 hours and go to your hearings. If you are not able to pay that, or you are in custody on something else, you will be transported to the hearings, and the next judge may change these orders. Please take your paperwork and have a seat. Were we able to find Raymond Martinez? Is he in the gallery?
Raymond Martinez?
Right.
This is the one. Oh. But yeah, if he's not here, then he gives an ISO or he said, "Double check, did you not check?" So you then answer for your roll call, right? Yeah, hold on.
Thank you. All right, in the meantime, we'll go ahead and see Luis Herrera. Please come to the podium. And then Chelsea Kent, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Luis Herrera, 1/23/95.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on two matters. It looks like they are both probation violation warrants. It's alleged that you violated terms 3 and 5 of your probation. So an attorney has been appointed to assist you at your probation revocation arraignment hearing downtown Phoenix. That will be on October 28th at 8:30 in the morning. You do have bond set. On one of them, it is $150. On the other one, it is $200. So that's $350 secured appearance bond. If you are able to make that bond, call your probation officer within 72 hours and go to your hearing. If you're not able to make that bond, you will remain in custody, be transported to the hearing, and the next judge may change these orders. Please take your paperwork and have a seat. Chelsea Kent, please come to the podium. After that will be Crystal Moon. Please have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Chelsea Kent, 12/17/1990.
Thank you, ma'am. You're here today on a probation violation warrant. It's alleged that you violated terms 3 and 5 of your probation. So an attorney has been appointed to assist you, and your next hearing will be downtown Phoenix. and that's on October 28th at 8:30 in the morning. You are eligible for bond today. It is a $250 secured appearance bond. If you're able to pay that bond, make sure you call your probation officer within 72 hours and go to your hearing. If you're not able to pay the bond, you will remain in custody and be transported to the hearing. The next judge may change these orders. Please take your paperwork and have a seat. Crystal Moon, please come to the podium. After that will be Tisha Patterson.
Hello.
Please say your name and date of birth.
It's Crystal Moon, and my date of birth is 2/11/75.
Thank you, ma'am. You are here today for a probation violation warrant. It's alleged that you violated terms 1, 6, 7, and 12 of your probation.
Okay.
So an attorney has been appointed to assist you at your probation revocation arraignment hearing. That will be downtown Phoenix on October 28th at 8:30 in the morning.
Okay.
You do have a bond available today. It is $250 secured appearance bond. If you're able to pay that bond, call your probation officer within 72 hours and go to your hearing. If you are not able to pay the bond, you will remain in custody. You will be transported to the hearing, and the next judge may change these orders.
Okay.
Please take your paperwork and have a seat. Tisha Patterson, please come to the podium. Timothy Moore, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Tisha Patterson, 6/17/82.
Thank you, ma'am. You're here today on an arrest warrant. It is a direct complaint. It is from allegations that happened in January of 2024. So you were arrested, you were let go, and now they have brought charges. And this is regarding dangerous drugs, which is a Class 4 felony, and drug paraphernalia, that's a Class 6 felony. So an attorney has been appointed to assist you. Your next hearing will be October 27th at 8:30 in the morning downtown Phoenix. You are eligible for bond. It's a secured appearance bond of $250. If you're able to pay that bond, make sure you go to the hearing or they will issue a warrant for your arrest. If you're not able to pay the bond, you will remain in custody and be transported to the hearing, and the next judge may change these orders. Please take your paperwork and have a seat. We'll pause for just one moment. Timothy Moore, please come to the podium. Letitia Clark, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Timothy Moore, 02/16/2006.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on a new case. It was alleged that you discharged a firearm within the city limits. That's a Class 6 felony, and resisted arrest, which is also a Class 6 felony. Also, there are, the city is going to charge you as well. And the code that they are going to charge you with is one count of GILM 42-179, which is interfering with an officer, and that's a misdemeanor. So that's, we don't have a code for it in our system, so that's why I needed to let you know right now that's one additional count that is going to be alleged. So an attorney has been appointed to assist you. And your next hearing will be downtown Phoenix on October 27th at 8:30 in the morning. You are eligible for bond today. It is a secured appearance bond of $250. If you are able to pay that bond, you'll be released under pretrial services supervision. So make sure that you don't have any weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, no alcohol. Also, you may not have contact with the co-defendant between now and your next hearing. All of this information is on your paperwork. If you are not able to pay the bond, you'll remain in custody and be transported to the hearing, and the next judge can change these orders.
And I could get bonded today?
You could. It's $250 secured appearance bond, but again, remember, no contact with your co-defendant.
Yeah, all right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Please take your paperwork and have a seat. Letitia Clark, please come to the podium. Doreen Day, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Letitia Clark, 3989.
Thank you, ma'am. You're here today on a probation violation warrant. It was alleged you violated terms 3 and 5 of your probation. So an attorney has been appointed to assist you at your probation revocation arraignment hearing. That will be downtown Phoenix on October 28th at 8:30 in the morning. And you do have secured appearance bond available. It is set at $150. If you're able to pay that bond, make sure you call your probation officer within 72 hours and go to your hearing. If you are not able to pay the bond, you will remain in custody and be transported to your hearing. The next judge may change these orders. Please take your paperwork and have a seat. Dayreen Day, please come to the podium. Joanna Valdez, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth. Okay, and your date of birth?
June 99.
What month is it?
I don't know.
You don't know? Could it be April 12th, 1999?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you're here today for alleged drug paraphernalia, which is a Class 6 felony. So it's actually, you did not go to your probation revocation arraignment. So you were here before and you were released, but you did not go to your probation revocation arraignment. So you have an attorney in your case already. Your next hearing is going to be October 28th at 8:30 in the morning. You are still eligible for bond today. It is a secured appearance bond of $150. If you're able to pay that bond, call your probation officer and go to your hearing. If you are not able to pay the bond, you will stay in custody and be transported to the hearing, and the next judge may change these orders. Please take your paperwork and have a seat. Joanna Valdez, please come to the podium. Ignacio Peralta, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Joanna Valdez, 4/29/2000.
Thank you, ma'am. You're here today on a probation violation warrant. It was alleged you violated terms 3 and 5 of your probation. So an attorney has been appointed to assist you at your next hearing downtown Phoenix on October 28th at 8:30 in the morning. You are eligible for bond today. It is set at $50 secured appearance bond. If you're able to pay that, you'll be released under the supervision of your probation officer, so it's important you call them when you are released and that you go to your hearing. If you're not able to pay the bond, you will remain in custody and be transported to the hearing, and the next judge may change these orders. Please take your paperwork and have a seat. Thank you, ma'am.
All right.
Okay. Mr. Ignacio Peralta, please come to the podium. After that, Jesse Ledesma, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Ignacio Peralta, 9/24/91.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
You're here today for a new case. It was alleged that you committed 1 count of narcotic drug possession for your own use, which is a Class 4 felony, 1 count drug paraphernalia, which is a Class 6 felony, and then 1 count of shoplifting, removal of goods, which is a misdemeanor. On those 3 allegations, this court did find probable cause. There was 1 allegation of dangerous drugs in your possession, also a Class 4 felony, but this court did not find probable cause on that matter. It may still be charged when you go to your hearing if the state provides new or additional evidence, just so you know. So an attorney has been appointed to assist you. And your next hearing is downtown Phoenix on November 5th at 8:30 in the morning. You're going to be released today under supervised release. We are not going to ask you for any money, so no bond, but you do need to go to that hearing or another warrant will be issued for your arrest, and that would be requiring bond.
I'll be there.
Okay, so don't return to the scene of the alleged crime. No contact with the alleged victim, witnesses, or complainants. No weapons, no drugs without a prescription, and no alcohol between now and your hearing date. If an order of harassment is issued against you, be sure to follow it. That is a court order. Please take your paperwork and have a seat.
Go ahead and have a seat.
Okay, and then I think I blew right past it. We had a victim statement on one of our matters earlier.
That's number 12.
Number 12.
We have time.
Oh, we have not passed it yet. Okay, here it comes. All right, thank you, ma'am. That's right, I moved it. Okay. Jesse Ledesma, please come to the podium. Thomas Granillo, have a seat by the door. Just right here, sir. Please say your name and date of birth.
Jesse Ledesma, 21490.
Thank you. You're here today on a new case. It was alleged that you committed one count of having dangerous drugs in your possession, which is a Class 4 felony, and one count of drug paraphernalia. That's a Class 6 felony. Based on the law enforcement report, this court did find probable cause and has appointed an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing will be downtown Phoenix on November 5th at 8:30 in the morning. You are being released today under supervised release. That means you'll get your paperwork with the envelope, and they'll have resources to assist you in getting to that hearing. Please make sure you go to that hearing. If you do not, they will issue a warrant for your arrest. All right, please have patience as you are being out-processed today. Take your paperwork and
Thank you, ma'am.
Thomas Granillo, please come to the podium. Timothy King, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Thomas Granillo, November 1st, 1980.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on a new case. There's allegations that you had dangerous drugs in your possession, which is a Class 4 felony, and then narcotic drugs in your possession, also a Class 4 felony. This court did find probable cause based on the law enforcement report and has appointed an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing will be downtown Phoenix on November 5th at 8:30 in the morning. You are being released today under supervised release. Please make sure you go to that hearing or they will issue a warrant for your arrest. Please take your paperwork and have a seat. Timothy King, please come to the podium, and then Louise Hill, have a seat by the door.
How you doing today?
Please say your name and your date of birth.
Timothy King, April 26, 2004, 2006. I'm sorry.
Okay, thank you, sir. You're here today for a new case. It is alleged that you discharged a firearm within the city limits that is a Class 6 felony. So, based on the law enforcement report, this court did find probable cause and has appointed an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing will be downtown Phoenix on November 5th, and that will be at 8:30 in the morning. You will be released today as long as you don't have anything else holding you here. I see that you're, okay. Sometimes people just don't have adequate clothing.
Yeah. No, hell no. I came here naked as hell anyway.
Okay. So you're going to be released today. They will actually give you a suit to wear under supervised release.
Okay.
Some of the conditions of your release, though, is that you're not to have any contact with the co-defendant.
Okay.
Okay, so that would be Tim, what's his name, Moore.
Yeah.
So you guys can't talk.
Okay.
Your hearing is much later than his.
Okay.
So his judge might change his orders before you see a judge, but from now until November 5th, don't have any contact with him.
All right.
Okay. There are some other release conditions: no weapons, no drugs without a prescription, no alcohol. They're all on your paperwork. Go ahead and pick that up and have a seat.
Okay, thank you.
Louise Hill, please come to the podium. Kyle Spearback, have a seat by the door.
Hello.
Please say your name and your date of birth.
Louis Hill, June 20th, 1993.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on a new municipal court case. There's allegations of disorderly conduct and fighting, as well as criminal damage. So those are both misdemeanors. However, because they could be considered domestic violence, an attorney has or will be appointed for you at your next hearing. Your next hearing will be at the Buckeye Municipal Court. So not only did this court review the law enforcement report, but they also reviewed a victim statement. And based on that victim statement, you are going to be released today on your promise to go to your next hearing. So it doesn't go away. You do have to go to the next hearing and get this resolved.
All right.
That is at the Buckeye Municipal Court, November 4th at 2 p.m. This information will be on your paperwork. So for the time being, to create a cooling off period, you are not to have any contact with the alleged victim, witnesses, or complainants. Even if they contact you first, just no contact until November 4th. The next judge can change these orders, but between now and then. So I understand, yeah. Do you reside at the same place as the alleged victim?
No.
Perfect. Okay. So there's no reason that that should have any issue then. So between now and November 4th, no weapons, no alcohol, no drugs without a valid prescription. Okay, this is all laid out for you on the paperwork. You will be released today. It will just take a few hours. Please have a seat. Kyle Spearbeck, please come to the podium. Lakeisha Williams, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Kyle Sir Williams Spearbeck, 8/24/95.
Thank you, sir. You're here on a justice court warrant, and it looks like it is for an old DUI. It looks like it's a failure to pay, possibly.
Right, I just got out of prison.
Okay, so you're not entitled to counsel because of the way it's charged as a misdemeanor, and this court cannot appoint a counsel for you, but you do have a hearing coming up at North Mesa Justice Court on November 6th at 1 p.m. You are going to be released today on your promise to go to that hearing. I have included for you North Mesa Justice Court's phone number. You might want to call ahead, find out exactly what they want from you, and be prepared to resolve the issue with them.
I already am, Your Honor.
Okay, perfect. Information is there. If you need it, please take your paperwork and have a seat.
Thank you.
Lakeisha Williams, please come to the podium. And then Dion Yuya Havo, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Lakeisha Williams, February 21st, 1987.
Thank you, ma'am. You're here today on a justice court warrant. I believe this might be a failure to pay issue about driving with a suspended, revoked, or canceled license. So because it's being alleged as a misdemeanor, this court cannot appoint an attorney for you. You can hire one or represent yourself. Your next hearing is at the Santan Justice Court on November 4th at 9 a.m. You are going to be released today on your promise to go to that hearing, so your own recognizance. I have included their phone number for you. Please call ahead, make sure you know what you need to do to get this taken care of, or they will issue another warrant for your arrest. Please take your paperwork and have a seat.
Thank you.
Dion Yuya Havo, please come to the podium. And then after that will be Raymond Martinez.
Refreshers.
Oh, one moment, please. Okay, thank you. I apologize. Please say your name and date of birth.
Dion Yuhaba, 7/26/95.
Thank you. So there's actually two matters here for you today. I'm going to go through the Arizona item first, but then you have an out-of-state item.
Okay.
So the first thing you have here today is a Superior Court arrest warrant. It is a direct complaint. It comes from an incident in 2020. So May 19th of 2020, they are alleging that you had dangerous drugs in your possession, which is a Class 4 felony, and drug paraphernalia, which is a Class 6 felony. So an attorney has been appointed to assist you on these new allegations, and your next hearing is October 27th at 8:30 in the morning. There is a secured appearance bond set for that. Do not pay it. It is a $500 bond. Do not pay it. Okay. And that is because of your other matter here today. So your other matter here today is a fugitive of justice warrant, and this warrant comes out of, I believe it's,
Sacramento, California?
yeah, I think so. It is California. I just wanted to make sure I had it right before I said it out loud. Yes, Sacramento, California. So on this fugitive of justice warrant, it does say that it is a violation of your probation. So no bond is allowed.
Okay.
So you have a choice to make. Were you given a laminated card prior to the hearing?
Card?
Yeah, a laminated card with instructions on it prior to the hearing?
Just these from my other
okay.
court.
Was he not given the fugitive of justice card? Okay. So I will explain it to you. And if you want more time to read the card, you can, but I will just explain what it is.
Okay.
So as a fugitive of justice, you have the right to an extradition hearing. An extradition hearing is a civil hearing where a court will decide whether or not to seek a governor's warrant. A governor's warrant requires the governors of states of California and Arizona to both sign the warrant, and they would have up to 90 days to sign that warrant. Many people are eligible for bond, and so they can be out on bond, and they can go to that hearing, and then if they find that, the governor's warrant has to be signed, you can be out on bond that whole time. You are not eligible for bond, sir. So you have the choice. You can say, I demand to have my extradition hearing and make the governor sign this warrant, and it might take them up to 90 days. Or your choice is you can waive the extradition hearing and say, I'm not going to demand that. And what that means is you would be held in custody for up to 30 days, non-bondable, for California to come and pick you up. But the 30 days will not start until all your Arizona criminal matters are resolved.
Okay.
So if you waive your extradition hearing, those 30 days won't start until this new issue that just came up is resolved. So do you want to demand a hearing, or do you want to waive the hearing? Or do you want to read the papers? Because you do have a little time, you could review the papers. It's not what you have in your hand, it's a different set of paperwork.
I'll just waive it.
You're going to waive it?
I'll take care of my stuff here, and then I can go out there and take care of my stuff out there.
Basically, that's how it would work. You're correct. So you would be held non-bondable here in Arizona.
Yeah.
Take care of your Arizona stuff. Then you would have 30 days non-bondable for California to come pick you up. And if they don't, then you would be released.
Okay.
Okay, but then you said you're going to go to California and get it taken care of. So that would be excellent.
Yeah.
Okay, so I am going to go ahead and say that you are choosing to waive your rights. Okay, and say and sign. Okay. So will you please step over here, sir? You'll have to actually sign that you are waiving your right, and they're going to give you a little pad. Oh, I forgot to ask all the questions.
Did you want to go back over it?
Yeah, I do need to ask you 9 questions for you to waive your right. So just one moment. Just stand in front of the microphone for one more moment. I apologize. Okay. Did you have a chance to read the paperwork?
No.
That's okay. Do you understand that you do not have to sign this waiver paperwork?
Yes.
Okay. Do you understand that you have a right to the extradition hearing?
Yes.
Do you understand you have the right to hire a lawyer at your own expense for the extradition hearing?
Yeah.
Do you understand you have the right to demand a governor's warrant be signed by the governors of both states, Arizona and California?
Yes.
Do you understand, do you want to give up those rights and sign the paperwork?
Yes.
Has anyone threatened you or promised you anything to get you to sign the paperwork?
No.
Have you had any drugs or alcohol or medication in the last 24 hours?
No.
Okay. So I find that you knowingly, intelligently, and voluntarily are signing the waiver. I am also signing it. I will direct the sheriff's office to notify California that you're ready to return. California will have 30 days from the day after your local charges are resolved to come and pick you up.
Do you know how long that's gonna take?
I don't.
Or when that day is, of that court
As
date?
soon as the Arizona...
Is it on this one?
Yeah, as soon as the Arizona charges are resolved, the very next day is day 1 of your 30 days.
Okay.
Okay, come on over and sign your paperwork.
Write small and big for me, please. And sign again.
So my charges out here, I only have 2 charges out here, right? The misdemeanor and then
You got the dangerous drug. Yeah. Good. Thank you. Okay. And he'll give you your other paperwork, and you can have a seat.
Just a quick question, so did you say that he's not teen?
No, because he's not eligible for release. He's on a parole or a probation violation out of California. So even though we set the bond on the dangerous drugs, don't pay it, you won't be released.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so we do have 3 people that we do need to see back of house or in medical. Number 25 on the calendar is Eric Watt. His birthday is 11/24/1981. It's a Superior Court probation violation warrant alleging terms 5 and 13. He did not serve his 90 days in jail as required starting on October 1st of this year. So he has a new attorney appointed for him at his probation revocation arraignment hearing on October 28th at 8:30 in the morning. He is eligible for bond. It is $500 secured. If he pays that, he needs to call his PO and go to his hearing. The next person is Michael Turner. And Michael Turner is in closed custody. He is mentally ill, is what the note says. So for him, date of birth, 11/3/1988. It is a Superior Court grand jury warrant alleging aggravated DUI, 2 counts, which is a class 4 felony from December of 2024. An attorney has been appointed for him. His next hearing is October 29th at 8:30 in the morning, and he does have a $10,000 secured appearance bond. This bond was set in an abundance of caution because the grand jury warrant states that he's being held non-bondable. However, this court was not able to determine that that was truly the case. And the last matter here is Raymond Martinez. He is at medical now, and he also has a Superior Court grand jury bond warrant. It's for disorderly conduct with a weapon, which is a class 6 felony. He should have had an attorney appointed. That's weird. Okay, so I am appointing an attorney for him in this grand jury matter. He does have a $5,000 secured appearance bond, and his next hearing is October 29th at 8:30 in the morning. If he's able to make the bond, he does need to call his probation officer within 72 hours and go to his hearing. So this one does have to be reprinted. That's for Mr. Raymond Martinez. I don't know what happened, but we lost the attorney info on it. Okay, so hopefully these are all updated and no changes will be made, but if they are, they would be reflected on the written orders. It is not my intention to return to this recording. So at this time, the 5 p.m. initial appearance hearing calendar is in recess until 8 p.m. Oh, let's do that. Please be seated. Good evening. This is the 8 p.m. initial appearance calendar for October 21st, 2025. The court's orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprints that were given on the first calendar of October shall apply to all matters on this calendar. As you heard in the recording, this is a very specific type of hearing. I will tell you why you are here, if an attorney has been appointed to assist you, when and where your next hearing will be, if you are eligible for release, what the release conditions are, and what bond may be set. I will not read all the release conditions to you, but I may point out a few for your specific matter. That is your responsibility, though, to review your conditions of release if you are eligible today. You are all here on criminal matters, so you do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say may be used against you. These hearings are broadcast as well as recorded for review later. I will only ask you for your name and your date of birth. Everything I say will not everything, but almost everything I say will be included on your paperwork. So if you have questions, if I go a little fast, you can review your paperwork. The most important things are all written down for you there. I'll call you in one at a time. The first person will come here to the podium in the center of this room, and the second person will have a seat by the door, and then we'll move expeditiously. We'll begin this evening with James Bonassi. Please come to the podium, and then Eduardo Rivera, have a seat by the door. Good evening. Please say your name and date of birth.
James Edward Benassi, 11/12/62.
Thank you, sir. And the state will also be appearing on your matter. Counsel, would you like to announce?
Yes, Your Honor. Good evening. Ashley Stetson on behalf of the state.
Thank you, ma'am. You're here today on one count of alleged murder in the second degree and one count of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. This court did find probable cause based on the law enforcement report. So an attorney has been appointed to assist you, and there will be release conditions. Would the state like to be heard on the release conditions?
Yes, Your Honor. At this time, the state is recommending bond be set in the amount of $1 million cash. Your Honor, this incident occurred back on May 13th of this year. The victim in this case, however, didn't pass away until June 2nd of this year. An autopsy did confirm that the suspect did pass away from blunt force trauma to the head, Your Honor, specifically on the left side. Additionally, the coroner did rule that this was a homicide. When law enforcement spoke with the suspect back in May, he did indicate that he did punch the victim in the left side of the face one time, and the victim did fall to the ground. However, the evidence did not support that. And speaking with a witness who was present at the time, also, Your Honor, that witness did state that the suspect did use a wooden stick and hit the victim allegedly on the left side of the face in the victim described it as a baseball type swing. It also worth noting, Your Honor, is the suspect is currently on probation for a possession of narcotics drugs for sale. It does appear that he pled to those charges and was placed on probation approximately 1 week ago. State believes it may have been October 14th. He does have some criminal history. Additionally, he does have MIW from 2008. He does have some very old out-of-state history. He does have a drug history. However, Your Honor, given the fact of this, the state would also note that the suspect and the victim have been friends for multiple decades. Your Honor, the state have concerns for the safety of the community if the suspect is alleged to have committed this kind of crime against a friend. The state have concerns about what he potentially might do to an unknown person. Also worth noting, Your Honor, the suspect is doing a 9-month jail sentence. It does appear that he does have 273 days left on that sentence. The state would also note that the next of kin has been notified. In regards to conditions of release, Your Honor, the state would be asking for standard conditions of release. Also, no contact with next of kin or the victim's family as well, and any other conditions Your Honor sees as fit. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you from the state. So I understand you do not have an attorney here present with you today. But you do have an opportunity to make an argument on your own behalf about release conditions if you would like.
I really don't know what to do.
Okay. All right. So this court has considered the law enforcement report, has considered your criminal history, and has also considered the state's recommendations. Your next hearing will be set for October 27th at 8:30 in the morning. An attorney has been appointed to assist you at that hearing. Their phone number will be on your paperwork. Your bond is set today at $500,000 cash only. If you are able to make that bond, you would not be released until your term of incarceration is complete, and I believe that is July 14th, 2026. So don't go pay the bond now if you were able to, because you would not be released. I just want to make sure that's very clear.
So if I do post the bond, I can't post it anyway.
Well, if you posted it now, you still wouldn't be released until your probation term of incarceration was fulfilled, which at the moment is not until July 14th, 2026.
I understand.
Between now and then, you will most likely have many more court hearings, and other judges at those hearings may set different release conditions for you.
Okay.
Okay, so this is what it is today, and I'm telling you don't pay that bond because you wouldn't get out because you're going to be held until July next year anyway.
Okay.
Okay, this information is on your paperwork. It does include no contact orders with any alleged victim, witnesses, or complainants, and under Arizona law, the victim does extend to family members of someone who has been murdered, so that is part of it.
Okay.
Also, no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, no alcohol. If an order of protection or order of harassment is issued against you, of course, you would follow those as our court orders. And then if you are eligible for release after your probation jail sentence ends, make sure you call your probation officer upon release.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So those are the court's orders. Your next hearing is October 27th. Your attorney's phone number will be on your documents. From the state, is there anything else you would like to say to the court?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you for your time here today. If you would like to be excused, you may be.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Everything is on your paperwork. Please have a seat. Thank you, sir. Eduardo Rivera, please come to the podium. Sean Andreas, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Eduardo Rivera, 10/13/90.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on an arrest warrant. It's from a direct complaint. There's alleged theft of credit card or control of credit cards. That is a Class 5 felony. This was from October of 2024. So an attorney has been appointed to assist you. Your next hearing on this matter is October 27th at 8:30 in the morning. The direct complaint did request, and this court is affirming, a secured appearance bond of $2,500. I do see that you are all in Orange and that you were picked up from DOC down in Douglas. Do you still have time remaining on that?
Till May 3rd of next year.
Okay, so don't pay the bond, right? Because you would not be released until that time runs out. I just wanted to make sure that was clear.
Okay.
This information, including your attorney's phone number for this new case, is on your paperwork. Please take your paperwork and have a seat. Thank you, sir.
Aye.
Sean Andreas, please come to the podium. Solomon Romero, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Sean Michael Andreas, June 1st, 1972.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on an arrest warrant, and this is from, let's see. Okay, so it's alleged that you removed your ankle monitor and absconded from supervision, and so a warrant was issued for your arrest?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you still have the same attorney in your case. You now have a new hearing on October 28th at 8:30 in the morning. There is a secured appearance bond available to you. It is $2,500. If you are able to post that bond, you'll be released with an electronic monitoring device again. So if that happens, you'll notice the bond keeps going up each time. This time, if you are able to make the bond, make sure you go to the hearing and maintain that ankle monitor. If you are not able to make the bond, you will remain in custody and be transported to the hearing. The next judge may change these orders. Please take your paperwork and have a seat.
Okay.
Solomon Romero, please come to the podium. Pedro Toscano, have a seat by the door. Oh, excuse me, Solomon may not be here. Pedro Toscano, please come to the podium. I understand Mr. Romero may not be here, is that correct?
They took him over to medical, man.
Okay, that's what I had the note. Pedro Toscano. Is he available? He should be wearing a black or dark blue shirt. Yeah, that might be him. Pedro Toscano.
He still may be an ID. I think he was actually asleep or something.
Okay,
We
all right.
can follow up and pick.
Let's come back to him. Let's see. Mr. Carmel Neal, please come to the podium. Carmel Neal. And then after him will be Matthew West. Please have a seat by the door. That's Matthew West.
Hello, ma'am.
Please say your name and date of birth.
My name is Carmel Neal, and my birthday is April 12, 2006.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
You're here today on a new municipal court case. It was alleged that you committed disorderly conduct and threatening with intimidation and damage of property. Those are misdemeanors. An attorney will be appointed for you at your next hearing. Your next hearing is at the Goodyear Municipal Court, and that will be on October 29th at 8:30 in the morning.
Okay.
An attorney is being appointed because this is a possible domestic violence case, so depending on how it is charged.
Okay.
You are eligible for bond today. It's a secured appearance bond of $500.
Okay.
If you're able to pay that bond, you do have no contact orders. That includes do not return to the scene of the alleged crime
Okay.
or have any contact with the alleged victim, witnesses, or complainants. You may not reside at the same location as any alleged victim, even if you're the owner or the renter. Is that currently your residence?
Yeah, but I have somewhere to stay.
Good. Okay, so I have included in there for you one civil standby order, which means that you can go one time between now and your court hearing date to retrieve things like medication, maybe your identification, clothing for your court hearing. So you can go one time, but you must be escorted by law enforcement. So you have to prearrange that.
Okay.
But you do have it in your court order. All of this information is on your paperwork, including your that court order saying you can go one time. Make sure, though, that even if they try to contact you first, you just don't have any contact with the victim or alleged victim between now and then.
Wait, but, okay, never mind.
Okay, this is on your paperwork. Please pick that up and have a seat.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Matthew West, please come to the podium. Gage Claiborne, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Matthew Daniel West, 11/30/73.
Thank you, sir. You're here today for a probation violation warrant. It's alleged that you violated terms 3 and 5 of your probation. So an attorney has been appointed to assist you. Your next hearing is downtown, October 28th at 8:30 in the morning. you are eligible for bond. It's a secured appearance bond at $250. If you're able to make that bond, call your probation officer and go to your hearing. If you're not able to make that bond, you will be held in custody and transported to the hearing, and the next judge may change these orders. Please take your paperwork and have a seat.
How do I do the bond thing?
They'll explain it to you in the detention facility.
Okay.
Gage Claiborne, please come to the podium. And then, have they found Pedro Toscano? Is he in here now?
I know.
If you could take your arms off.
Pedro.
Thank you, sir. Just because you are being recorded and broadcast. Okay, thank you, sir. Please say your name and date of birth.
Gage Claiborne, August 10, 2003.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on a Superior Court arrest warrant. There was a direct complaint filed. So what that means is you were arrested a while back, it looks like May 23rd of this year, with allegations of possession or use of dangerous drugs. That's a Class 4 felony. You were released at that time, but now they have filed charges. So an attorney has been appointed to assist you, and your next hearing is downtown, October 27th at 8:30 in the morning. You're eligible for bond today. It is a secured appearance bond of $250. If you're able to pay that bond, make sure you go to your hearing. If you're not able to pay the bond, you will be held in custody and be transported to the hearing. The next judge may change these orders. Please take your paperwork and have a seat. Thank you, sir.
I'm not gonna get awarded, am I?
No, sir. $250.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Hey.
Jessica Romero, please come to the podium. And then Cynthia Taylor, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Jessica Romero, 11/28/97.
Thank you, ma'am. You're here today on 3 matters. It appears that they are all probation violation warrants. So you have 3 probation cases, and it's looks like you've violated multiple terms of your probation on your 3 different cases. So each of them has a $50 bond. You now have an attorney appointed to assist you. Your probation revocation arraignment hearing will be downtown Phoenix on October 28th at 8:30 in the morning. So because you had 3 cases and they're $50 each, it's a $150 total secured appearance bond. If you're able to pay that bond, call your probation officer within 72 hours and go to your hearing. If you're not able to pay the bond, you will remain in custody and be transported to your hearing, and the next judge can change these orders. Please take your paperwork and have a seat. Thank you. Cynthia Taylor, please come to the podium. Please say your name and date of birth.
Cynthia Taylor, 8/22/91.
Thank you, ma'am. You're here today on a municipal court case. It's a new case alleging disorderly conduct or fighting, as well as criminal damage. So these are misdemeanors. An attorney will be appointed to assist you because it is possible that these might be domestic violence charges. Your next hearing is at the Buckeye Municipal Court, October 29th at 1 p.m. You are eligible for release today, and it's a secured appearance bond of $50. If you are able to pay that bond, make sure you go to your hearing. You also have conditions of release. You're not to return to the scene of the alleged crime or have any contact with the alleged victim, witnesses, or complainants. And I believe on this one, so it looks like you might live at the same residence. Is that true? Okay.
Yeah.
Since we're ordering no contact, you can't reside there between now and your next hearing date?
Yeah, I have enough money. I can get like an Airbnb or something.
Okay.
Fine.
So I have included the court order, though, that you may go one time with law enforcement to retrieve items that are necessary, like medication, clothes for the hearing, ID cards, things like that. But you do need to be accompanied by law enforcement. So with that escort, you may go one time back to the residence, and then you'll just have to wait for the next judge to change any of these orders.
Okay.
Okay. Please take your paperwork and have a seat.
Go ahead.
Were we able to get Pedro Toscano back?
When the officer comes in, we'll have him there.
Oh, okay. All right, then we'll keep going. Okay. Christopher Figueroa, please come to the podium, and Timothy Siri, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Christopher Figueroa, August 8th, 1986.
Thank you, sir. You're here on a new case. There's allegations that you committed burglary in the 3rd degree, which is a Class 5 felony, as well as having prescription drugs that are not yours, which is a misdemeanor. So that's actually a crime, just so you know. This court did find probable cause and has appointed an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing is going to be November 5th at 8:30 in the morning. You are being released today under pretrial services supervised release. So that means there won't be any money collected from you today, but you do need to go to your hearing.
Yes,
you also have no contact conditions as part of your release. You're not to return to the scene of the alleged crime or have any contact with the alleged victim, witnesses, or complainants. I don't think you knew them anyways, but just no contact. Also, if an order of harassment is issued against you, you must follow that as a court order.
Okay.
This information is on your paperwork. Make sure you follow those court orders and go to your hearing.
Yes, ma'am.
Please take your paperwork and have a seat.
Thank you.
Timothy Siri, please come to the podium. And then Nicholas Meekins, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Timothy Siri, 6/20/1975.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on a new case alleging dangerous drug use, which is a Class 4 felony, and drug paraphernalia, which is a Class 6 felony.
Okay.
This court did find probable cause and has appointed an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing is downtown Phoenix on November 5th at 8:30 in the morning, and you are being released today under supervised release. So once you are released, remember, do not go back to the scene of the alleged crime. I know these two allegations don't seem like they have to do with a place, but you know where you were arrested, so don't go back.
Okay.
Okay. No contact with the alleged victim, witnesses, or complainants. No drugs without a valid prescription. Okay. If an order of harassment is issued against you by that location, make sure to follow it. It is a court order.
Okay.
All this information is on your paperwork. Please take that and have a seat.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Nicholas Meekins, please come to the podium. And then Bobby Liscano, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Nicholas Meekins, 05/06/1991.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on 3 matters. It looks like they are probation violations, and okay. I was supposed to see you as one of my first people. I apologize that you had to wait. So it looks like on the first one, it is alleging you violated terms 1, 4, 5, 7, 10, and 15 of your probation. I could go through the list for you and read them out, but okay. That one has a $500 bond. An attorney has been appointed to assist you. Your next hearing for all 3 of these will be October 28th at 8:30 in the morning. Your second one here has same number of violations, same attorney, same place of your hearing, a $500 bond. But on your third one, because it is on the case where you have, you're on probation for the disorderly conduct with a weapon, and because of these new probation allegations, you're not eligible for release. Okay. So I just wanted to make it clear, don't pay your bonds, because on that third one, the type of probation you're on and these types of violations, they make you ineligible.
Okay.
So you still have an attorney, and the hearing date and time is all the same for the probation revocation arraignment hearing downtown. You just have those 3 cases, and one of them happens to be one that is not release eligible. All right. Please take your paperwork and have a seat. Thank you, sir. Bobby Liscano, please come to the podium. And then Edwin Rodriguez, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Bobby Liscano, 12/16/90.
Thank you, sir. You're here on a new case. There's allegations of criminal trespassing, which is a Class 6 felony, but also another count of criminal trespass, which is a misdemeanor, and criminal damage, which is a misdemeanor. This court did find probable cause and has appointed an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing will be downtown Phoenix on October 27th at 8:30 in the morning. you are eligible for bond. It's a secured appearance bond of $250. If you're able to make that bond, you'll be released under pretrial supervision. Do not return to the scene of the alleged crime or have any contact with the alleged victim, witnesses, or complainants. If you are not able to pay the bond, you will remain in custody, you will be transported to the hearing, and the next judge may change these orders. Please take your paperwork and have a seat.
So, if I'm correct, that was for the F6 and misdemeanors also?
Right, so the first one's an F6 and the other ones are misdemeanors. Yes, sir. Edwin Rodriguez, please come to the podium.
It's here, man.
Okay. Please say your name and date of birth.
Edwin Rodriguez, January 14, 2004.
Thank you, sir. You're here today as a fugitive of justice.
Yes, ma'am.
So it appears that you have a warrant from Texas, and Texas would like you back.
Yes, ma'am.
Before court, you were handed a placard of information. Were you able to review that?
Yes, I did review it.
Okay. So you have a decision to make at this time. Your decision is you can demand an extradition hearing. This is a civil hearing where you can hire your own attorney. And if you go to this hearing, I will set the date for you. It will be November 3rd. And at that hearing, they will decide if a governor's warrant should be issued for your arrest. And the governor's warrant would require the governors of Arizona and Texas to both sign a warrant, and they would have 90 days to do that. So that's if you demand your extradition hearing. Or you can waive your right to an extradition hearing. And if you do that, you will be held without bond in the Maricopa County system for up to 30 days, and that 30 days would begin tomorrow as long as you don't have any pending Arizona cases. If you have Arizona pending cases, the 30 days would start the day after those are resolved. Texas could come pick you up. If they don't come pick you up within that 30 days, then you would be released. So if you demand your extradition hearing, I would set it for November 3rd, and you would have a secured appearance bond of $50,000. They actually requested no bond, but it looks like it's a pre-adjudication warrant, and under the Arizona Constitution, we require bond, and so I would set that as an abundance of caution.
No, I'll return to the state of Texas.
So you're going to waive?
I'll wait for Texas to come to me.
All right, I have to ask you some questions just to make sure you understand what you're doing, and so I can make a finding. Did you read the extradition paperwork?
Yes, I did, but I have some questions.
Okay, let's answer those first.
So, you kind of answered it already, but I just wanted to make sure. So when it says my extradition, so when it says, when it says up to 30 days, if they don't come pick me up in 30 days, what happens right there?
You would be released.
Okay.
If they don't come get you within those 30 days, you would be released. So, and as long as you don't have any other Arizona charges pending, you could freely go back to Texas and get this taken care of. You know, you could also do that. Or they might issue another warrant for you. I don't know. But after that 30 days, you would be released out of custody.
Okay. Yeah, that's all the questions I have.
Okay, let me ask you the rest then. Do you understand that you do not have to sign this paperwork?
Yes, I understand.
Do you understand you have the right to an extradition hearing?
Yes, but that confuses me. Extradition gets me, I'm sorry. I'm not good with that word.
So extradition means that they will take you out of Arizona and put you in Texas.
Okay.
So the extradition hearing is what I would set for you if you don't waive your rights. If you waive your right to that hearing, then we will let Texas know to come and get you, and they have 30 days to do it.
Yeah, that's what I plan on doing.
That's what you want to do. Okay. So do you understand that you do have the right to hire a lawyer at your own expense if you had the extradition hearing?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you understand you have the right to demand that the governor warrant be signed by the governors of both states before you're returned? that's that hearing. You have a right to it.
Yeah, which
Okay.
I'm not gonna do that.
But you're not gonna do, exactly. Do you, understand that you have the right to bail, and I would have set it at 50,000?
Yeah,
Okay. Do you want to give up those rights and sign the paperwork?
me signing the paperwork to return to Texas, right? Waiting for it, yes, I will.
Okay. Has anyone threatened you or promised you anything to get you to sign the paperwork?
No, ma'am.
Have you had any drugs, alcohol, or medication within the last 24 hours?
No.
Okay. So I find that you knowingly, intelligently, and voluntarily are signing the waiver, and I will also sign it. I am directing the sheriff's office to notify Texas that you're ready to return. Texas will have 30 days from tomorrow to pick you up, unless there's any local Arizona pending charges, and then the 30 days will start after those are resolved. Okay? All right. So I'm going to sign it. You're going to sign it. Okay.
Being required for.
Okay, come right over here, and they'll have you actually sign a paper, or a pad.
You're going to sign twice, so go ahead and sign the first time, and the interpreters can have this permission.
Thank you. For the interpreter, could you please announce yourself?
Thank you. County Language Line Solutions, this is Ana, ID 386593, Spanish interpreter. Muy buenas noches, yo seré su intérprete el día de hoy, gusto servirle. Permítame un momento. I'm ready for your instructions.
Thank you, ma'am. The first thing I need to ask is if you can swear or affirm that you will directly translate my words from English into Spanish and the defendant's words directly from Spanish into English exactly as we say them.
I do.
Thank you. Please call
You're welcome.
Paul Yanez Tarin to the podium.
Por favor, puede pasar Paul Jiménez Tarín al podio.
Okay. As we are using the interpreter, please be sure to wait until she is finished speaking before you speak.
Ya que estamos usando la intérprete, por favor asegúrese de esperar y que ella termine de hablar antes de que usted hable.
Okay.
Please say your name and date of birth.
Por favor, diga su nombre y fecha de nacimiento.
Paul Yáñez Tarín, 1 de abril del 88.
Paul Yáñez Tarín, April 1st, 88.
Thank you. You are here on a municipal court new case.
Gracias. Está aquí en un caso nuevo de la Corte Municipal.
It's alleged that you gave false reports to law enforcement and that you had an open container of liquor in your vehicle.
Se ha dicho que usted le dio falsa información al oficial y que usted traía un envase abierto de licor dentro del vehículo. Go ahead.
An attorney will be appointed for you at your next hearing.
Le asignará un abogado en su próxima audiencia. Go ahead.
Your next hearing is at the El Mirage Municipal Court on October 27th at 10 a.m.
Su próxima audiencia va a ser en la Corte Municipal de El Mirage y va a ser el 27 de octubre a las 10 de la mañana. Go ahead.
Okay.
You are eligible for bond. It is a secured appearance bond of $5,000.
Usted es elegible para una fianza, es una fianza segura de $5,000.
If you pay the bond, make sure you go to your hearing.
Si usted llega a pagar esta fianza, asegúrese de ir a esta audiencia.
Do not possess or consume any alcohol between now and your hearing date.
No debe de poseer ni consumir ningún alcohol desde ahora hasta la fecha de su audiencia.
Está bien. Está bien. Una pregunta.
One moment, please.
Oh, sorry.
Un momento, por favor.
If you are not able to pay the bond, you will remain in custody and you will be transported to the hearing, and the next judge can change these orders.
Si usted no puede pagar esa fianza, usted va a permanecer bajo custodia y va a ser transportado a su próxima audiencia y el juez va a poder cambiar la orden. Go ahead.
Okay. Your question, sir.
¿Cuál es su pregunta, señor?
O sea, no me paraba manejando ni nada de eso, me quedé dormido en el carro. O sea, y la botella estaba vacía, pues, de la de cerveza. No sé cómo se podría hacer, pues, eso.
Well, I was not driving. I fell asleep in the car and the beer bottle was empty inside the vehicle. So I don't know how we can do this.
Okay. At the beginning of this hearing, I did explain that anything you say may be held against you in the next hearing because this is being recorded as well as transmitted.
Ahora, al principio de esta audiencia yo le dejé saber que todo lo que usted diga puede ser usado en contra de usted en su próxima audiencia, ya que esto está siendo grabado y transmitido.
Okay. These questions you're asking are good questions for your attorney, who will be appointed for you at the next hearing, and also for the next judge.
Estas preguntas que usted está haciendo son buenas preguntas para su abogado que va a ser asignado en su propia audiencia y también para su propio juez, su siguiente juez.
Okay. Please take your paperwork and have a seat.
Por favor, tome su papeleo y tome asiento.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Ara. We appreciate your service to the court this evening. I do not believe we have any other Spanish speakers.
It was a pleasure, Your Honor. Thank you for using our services. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.
So we do have several house calls, and then after I read those into the record, I will call William Tracy. Okay. So the first house call we have is Catherine Osterman, date of birth 10/12/1987. She has 3 matters before this court. One is a new case alleging theft of means, which is a Class 3 felony. An attorney has been appointed for her. Her next hearing will be October 27th, downtown Phoenix at 8:30. She is eligible for bond. It is a $10,000 secured appearance bond. She is not to have any contact with the alleged victims, witnesses, or complainants, and of course not have weapons or consume or possess alcohol on this new matter. Her other 2 matters are fugitive of justice cases. So looking at the warrants, in the first one, her fugitive of justice case is a sheriff's warrant out of Jefferson County, Missouri. They are requesting no bond. However, that would be inappropriate under the Arizona Constitution. So in an abundance of caution, there is a $50,000 bond set for her there. And she does have a hearing set on November 3rd at 1:30 in the afternoon about her case, her fugitive of justice case. On her second fugitive justice case, it is also out of Missouri. And it looks like it is out of, let me just look on the other page, St. Louis, Missouri. This one is alleging dangerous drugs. So again, because she is not able to be present in the courtroom today, I'm not able to find that she can waive her rights. So I have set bond for her in the second one, also at $50,000, cash only. And so both of these are cash bonds, $100,000 total on both of them. She now does have extradition hearings, and they are set for November 3rd, 2025. When I speak to her in person, I will let her know that she may hire an attorney at her own expense because this is a civil hearing, and I will explain the governor's warrants to her. The next matter we'll be seeing back of house is in a SWA for Irene Garcia Armenta, date of birth 11/28/93. It's a new municipal court case. It is alleging disorderly conduct, fighting, and criminal damage. This court did find probable cause and appointed an attorney to assist her at the Buckeye Municipal Court because it is domestic violence. Her hearing is on October 29th at 1 p.m. She has a $50 bond in this matter. She is told not to return to the scene of the alleged incident, and so if she needs to have a civil standby, that is included in the order. Jacob Reynolds is our next person we'll be seeing back of house, and he is combative. His date of birth is 10/29/92. It's a probation violation warrant. He's actually going to be held because it will most likely result in a period of incarceration on his violation of probation. So per the APET's notes and the Form 4, defendant has violated term 15 of probation, which was no contact with the victim. And he has begun to make threats, and the victim is part of the community, is no longer safe if he is released. So under Criminal Rule Procedure 7.2c, he will be held without bond. And then the last person we will be seeing in the back of the house is Cody Spears. The allegations for this new Justice Court case include criminal trespass and indecent exposure. And this court did find probable cause and will appoint an attorney at the next hearing at El Centro Justice Court, October 24th, 8:30 in the morning. He does have a secured appearance bond set at $500. There was a victim statement submitted in this case that was also considered. And so he is got no contact orders if he is able to make this bond. He's not to go back to ASU campus while this case is pending. And I did notice that law enforcement has said he has been trespassed from the ASU campuses for a period of 1 year as well. So all these orders will be included and discussed with him when he is able to be spoken to. It is not my intention to return to this recording after we see Mr. William Tracy, but if there are any changes on these house calls, they will be reflected in the written orders. Okay, we still have a few people in the gallery.
Yeah, so Pedro Toscano is here.
Oh, okay, let's talk to him first then.
All right, let me wake him up.
Okay, thank you. Oh, I forgot, there is one more house call, Solomon, or is he in medical? Solomon Romero.
He is in that. They just called me on the radio about 5 minutes ago and told me that he's still in that.
He's still in medical.
Yeah, will he slip to 11 o'clock?
He can be seen as a house call if he's here in medical.
He is here in there.
I can go back and see him here, so I'll just read it in and then we'll go see him. Okay. So Solomon Romero needed medical attention, date of birth 7/27/2000, here for probation violation, alleged terms 3, 5, and 15 violated. An attorney is appointed for him. His next hearing is October 28th at 8:30 in the morning, and of course, if he is able to pay his $2,500 secured appearance bond, he needs to call his probation officer and go to his hearing, follow the other terms and conditions of probation. Again, it's not my intention to return to this recording, so if there are any changes to Mr. Romero's order, they will be reflected in the written document. Pedro Toscano, please come to the podium. Right here, sir. Turn around. Thank you, sir. Please say your name and your date of birth.
Pedro Grajal Toscano, 1490.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on probation violation warrant. It is alleged that you violated terms 3 and 5 of your probation. So an attorney has been appointed to assist you, and your next hearing is downtown Phoenix on October 28th at 8:30 in the morning. On one of your probation violations, you have a $100 secured appearance bond. The other one is $500. So together, that is a $600 secured appearance bond. If you're able to make that bond, call your probation officer, follow the terms of your probation, and come to the hearing. If you are not able to pay that bond, you will remain in custody. You will be transported to the hearing, and the next judge may change these orders. Please take your paperwork and have a seat. That's correct. Oh, okay. Mr. William Tracy, please come to the podium. Please say your name and your date of birth.
William Tracy, 9/27/90.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on a new case. It's alleged that you failed to register as a sex offender, which is a Class 4 felony. Also, that you failed to confirm your ID, I guess having that paper ID card with you, that is a Class 6 felony. Also, obstructing or refusing to give your true name, and then criminal trespass, those are both misdemeanors. Based on the law enforcement report, this court did find probable cause and has appointed an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing will be downtown Phoenix, and it will be on October 27th at 8:30 in the morning. You are still eligible for bond today, and it's a secured appearance bond of $500. If you're able to pay that bond, make sure you go to your hearing or they will issue a warrant for your arrest. Also, you must comply with all sex offender registration and identification laws. So I believe you have 72 hours to register once you are released.
Are you saying I'm getting out?
Well, if you pay the secured appearance bond, it's $500. If you're not able to pay that bond, you will remain in custody. You will be transported to the hearing, and then the next judge may change these orders.
Can I say something?
Yes, sir.
I'm not from here. I'm from Indiana. I walked to California. I took Route 66. Some other road. I took Route 66.
Right.
I was arrested in Arizona when I walked through California. I came back east, and I was arrested in Arizona. They said I failed to register as a sex offender or something. I ended up doing 6 years for it because I didn't really have, I don't know, like it's kind of a long story, but I did 6 years. And then when I got out, I just got out in like a couple months ago, and I immediately said, I don't want to go. I'm not going to register. I don't have anything to do with this. And I came upon 6 different police officers after release, and I said, hey, my name's William Tracy. Do I have any warrants? Every single time they said, no, you have no warrants.
So you weren't arrested on a warrant today. You were arrested on failing to register because you're still in Arizona, but you haven't registered with Arizona. So you have to take care of that, or you will not be in compliance with the law. I have appointed an attorney to assist you in this matter. These would be good questions to talk about with your attorney about how can you be in compliance so that this doesn't happen to you again.
All right, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Please take your paperwork. This was the last matter on our calendar. I will be visiting the individuals back in their cells or in medical. And so at this time, the 8 p.m. initial appearance calendar is recessed until 11 p.m.
Good evening. This is the time set for the 11 p.m. initial appearance calendar on October 21st, 2025. The court's orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprints that were given on the first calendar of this month shall apply to all matters on this calendar. I'll call you each one at a time to the podium. I will let you know what you are here for, if I have appointed an attorney, if you have a bond, and what your release conditions are. If we could start with Mr. Joyner to the podium and Mr. Merriweather to the chair. Good evening. Could I get your name and date of birth?
Mikhail Joyner, 9898.
Thank you, sir. It does look like you are here on a probation violation warrant that issued with allegations that you violated terms 0, 1, 6, 12, and 15 of your probation. I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you and set a probation revocation hearing October 28th at 8:30 in the morning. You are being held non-bondable on this case, so you will remain in custody until that hearing. Did you have any questions, sir?
Revocation? You said revocation hearing?
Yeah, probation revocation, yes.
So that means I don't have a chance to, get back on probation?
So you're going to have a hearing to determine whether or not they're going to revoke it or if they're going to reinstate it. So you'll meet with your attorney that day, and they may be able to resolve that issue the same day.
Because I completed probation already. I just owe restitution.
So the reason your probation was extended was because you owe fees? Is that what you're saying?
The reason I got a warrant, because I owed. It never got extended.
Well, so you are on probation, but I think what you're telling me is that you're only continuing to be on probation is because you still owed some fines, because you do still have probation if you owed fees.
Yeah.
So they may reinstate it. I don't know, but that's what you will discuss with your attorney and the judge at that time. It's just they'll determine whether or not they're going to revoke it or if they're going to reinstate it. If it is a fee thing, then they may be able to get you on a payment plan as far as that goes.
All right.
Okay.
When is court, you said?
Your hearing is on October 28th at 8:30, so it's about a week from today.
All right, appreciate it.
All right, thank you, sir. If you'll step to your left, the officer will get you that paperwork. Mr. Merriweather to the podium, Mr. Owens to the chair. Can I get your name and date of birth?
Quentin Merriweather, 09/27/2006.
Thank you, sir. You are here on two cases. You're here on a new case as well as a grand jury warrant that was issued. Your new case is for one count of armed robbery with a deadly weapon, a Class 2 felony, one count of aggravated robbery, a Class 3 felony, and 4 counts of possession of a weapon by a prohibited person, a Class 4 felony. This does have an offense date range from August 22nd, 2025 to October 21st, 2025. Probable cause has been found, and I'm appointing an attorney to represent you. You're going to have a couple hearings in this case. You're going to have a hearing on October 27th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing October 30th at 8:30. As I mentioned, you're also here on a grand jury warrant. That is for one count of aggravated assault, a Class 6 felony. I'm appointing an attorney in that case, and you have an arraignment hearing October 29th at 8:30 in that case. So you do have 3 hearings coming up between your 2 cases, all in the downtown Superior Courthouse.
Okay.
You have a secured appearance bond of $75,000 on your new case, $1,000 on your grand jury case. In the event you post that bond, you will be released to the supervision of pretrial services and equipped with electronic monitoring. You'll also have written conditions of release. You're not to return to the scene of the alleged crime, no contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness, and you may not possess any weapons. All of this will be in your paperwork, sir. Did you have any questions?
No.
No questions? Okay, if you'll step to your left, the officer will get you that paperwork, okay?
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Owens to the podium, Mr. Cerna to the chair.
Officer, do we figure if you was a health cost, Northern?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Can I get your name and date of birth?
Yes, Your Honor. My name is John Owens, February 22nd, 1964.
Thank you, sir. You are here today on a grand jury warrant that was issued. It is for an offense date of February 1st, 2020. It is for 1 count of aggravated assault involving a deadly weapon or dangerous instrument, a Class 3 felony. 2 counts of aggravated DUI with a license that was suspended or revoked for a previous DUI, a Class 4 felony.
From a previous DUI?
It says that you're here for 2 counts of aggravated DUI, indicating that you previously had a license that was suspended or revoked for a DUI prior to this 2020 charge. And then 7 counts of endangerment, a Class 6 felony. I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you and set an arraignment hearing October 29th at 8:30 in the morning. You have a secured appearance bond of $30,000. In the event you post that bond, you have written conditions of release. You may not contact any alleged victim, complainant, or witness. All of this will be in your paperwork, sir. Did you have any questions?
Yes, Your Honor. With the $30,000, is that just $30,000 and that's all? Would it be 3% or 10% of that?
So it is a secured appearance bond, meaning you can use a bail bonding company. Bail bonding companies are typically 10% plus collateral.
Okay. So the bail itself is just $30,000, that's it?
The secured appearance of $30,000. Yeah, and if you post that bond, then you have your written conditions of release, and then you'll need to ensure that you attend your hearings. If you were to fail to appear at any of them,
no, I'll be here.
You'd forfeit the bond that you posted in a warrant.
Okay, so let me get this correct. It's not $30,000
per count.
Per count?
No. Oh. Your total bond in this case. Let me just double check it. Your total bond is a secured appearance bond of $30,000. So if you post the $30,000 on this case, then you would be released from custody, and then you would just need to ensure that you attended all of your hearings.
Okay, so 10% of that would be $6,000 or so?
10% would be $3,000.
$3,000.
Each bail bonding company is different. When you get to the next step, they'll give you information and different phone numbers, so you can contact different ones to see what works best for you.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, so step to your left, officer. We'll get you that paperwork. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Mr. Cerna to the podium, Mr. Northern to the chair.
Is it possible to have Mr. Northern, or wait on Cerna? We can grab Cerna right now.
Oh, sure. Yeah, we could do Mr. Northern.
Mr. Northern, we're going to do out, push off your sleeve, and then up and go to break up, okay? Thanks.
May I get your name and date of birth?
Jeremiah Ashton, Northern, 82193.
Thank you, sir. You're here on a probation violation warrant with allegations that you violated terms 3, 5, and 15. Looks like that is for 2 probation cases. I'm appointing an attorney and setting a probation revocation hearing October 28th at 8:30. You have a secured appearance bond of $1,500 in one case, $250 in the other, for a total of $1,750. In the event you post that bond, you have written conditions of release. Some of those things include not possessing weapons or alcohol and contacting your probation officer within 24 hours. Can I have Ms. Parks to the podium?
Parks.
Alexander Deanda to the chair.
Come on. All right, just right there down for him, okay? Thank you.
May I get your name and date of birth?
Angelina Parks, August 14th, 1991.
Thank you, ma'am. You are here on 2 cases. You're here on a new case as well as a probation violation warrant. Your new charges are for 1 count of dangerous drug possession, a Class 4 felony, and 1 count of drug paraphernalia possession, a Class 6 felony. Probable cause has been found, and I'm appointing an attorney to represent you. You have a status conference October 27th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing October 30th at 8:30. You do have a secured appearance bond of $500 in this case. You're here on a probation violation warrant with allegations you violated terms 2, 3, 4, 5, and 15 of your probation. I'm appointing an attorney and setting a probation revocation hearing October 28th at 8:30. And you have a bond of $500 in this case. That's a total bond of $1,000 between both cases. In the event you post that bond, you have written conditions of release. You may not possess weapons or alcohol, and you must contact your probation officer within 24 hours. All of that will be in your paperwork, ma'am. Did you have any questions?
No.
Okay, so step to your left, officer. We'll get you that paperwork.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. We're gonna need to get a Spanish interpreter first, or no? I'm just gonna move him to the bottom. Okay, can I have Mr. Deanda to the podium and Ms. Castro to the chair?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, can I get your name and date of birth?
Oh, good. Alexander Deanda, 06/30/1992.
Thank you, sir. It does look like you are here on 3 cases. They are 3 probation violation warrants that issued with allegations that you violated terms 6, 7, 11, and 22. Let me double check. And 14 of your probation. I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you. You'll have a probation revocation hearing October 28th at 8:30. You have a secured appearance bond of $250 in 2 of the cases, $100 in the 3rd. That's a total bond of $600. In the event you post that bond, you have written conditions of release. You may not possess weapons or alcohol, and you must contact your probation officer within 72 hours of release. All of that will be in your paperwork. Did you have any questions?
Yes, I have recently just started a job at Arizona asphalt repair. I've only been working 2 weeks. I haven't got my first paycheck. Like, is there any way that I could, I don't know, get like a lower bond or something so I can make sure I get to work? I don't want to lose all that. It took me a long time just to find a job. I know, I understand that I messed up on my probation. I'm not exactly sure how, but I just don't want to lose out on the life I've started right now. It took me 5 years to get out here, and I'm really trying. That's all I have to say.
When did you start your job?
There was a Monday. It has to be 2 weeks ago. This is 2 weeks today. Yesterday. 2 weeks Monday.
When's the last time you contacted your probation officer?
When I left New Freedom and moved into an apartment, a room for rent. I just never saw him for the follow-up appointment for my place.
So when was that approximately?
3 weeks to a month ago. I got out of New Freedom in August, late August. Because I remember talking to my PO, telling him like, I have this job coming, this and that. He wanted the address, and then that's the last time I spoke to him.
Just looking at your probation notes.
Mm-hmm.
Where were you picked up at for these warrants?
For this, I actually went to go in to see my PO. Yeah, he asked me to come in yesterday, so I went in, and they arrested me for the violation, I suppose. So I don't know. I hope that shows that I wasn't trying to get away or be difficult. I even showed up when he asked me to show up. I don't really have an excuse. I take full accountability of my lack of decision making.
just reviewing the notes, it does look like you've had some recent police contact or lack thereof after a potential domestic violence issue that they've indicated you may be charged with. It also appears there was an issue with the Phoenix police after you fled from them in August and or September of 2025. It looks like they've got quite a few violations on here, so I'm not really inclined to lower the bonds today. It looks like you haven't been in contact with them. You haven't kept your address up to date. Looks like you've had new police contact and you failed to comply and move forward with your substance abuse or counseling. So I am going to leave the bond here today. You do have a $600 bond that'll need to be posted. If you do post that bond, make sure you go to your hearings. Otherwise, you'll forfeit that bond, okay?
Yeah, I'm going to have to post it because I have to get to work. I can't lose that job.
Okay, just make sure you go to the hearing on October 28th to avoid any more warrants, okay?
Okay, and I'm sorry to ask again, but there's no way I can just get it lowered. All I have to my name is like $300, so I know like I can pay like half of what you've put on there, but I don't know who would help me as far as that. I don't have any support. I don't know. I guess that's it. I'm sorry.
All right, I'll lower it to $100 a case, so it'll be a total of $300 that you'll have to post.
I appreciate that very much. I'll make sure to get to my court date.
All right, so I think that results in a change on 9 and 11. Okay, take a seat out in the gallery and they'll bring you your paperwork, all right?
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Have a good day.
Ms. Castro to the podium. Mr. Singer to the chair. May I get your name and date of birth?
Selena Marie Castro, July 21st, 1987.
Thank you, ma'am. It does look like you are here on a failure to appear bench warrant that was issued. Looks like you have a pending case for drug paraphernalia charge and you failed to appear at a hearing. I'm going to affirm the attorney previously appointed and set a status conference October 29th at 8:30. You have a secured appearance bond in this case of $500. In the event you post that bond, you do have written conditions of release. That does include not possessing weapons or alcohol and contacting your probation officer within 72 hours of release. All of that will be in your paperwork. Did you have any questions?
Yes, I do. While that warrant was issued, I was in Purpose Healing Treatment Center. My PO is aware of that, and she did come visit me. She told me not to worry about the warrant until I came out because there was a 2-week blackout. I didn't have a phone. So I got out and I called my attorney and she put me back on the calendar for Monday the 27th at 9:30 to squash the warrant.
When do you have a hearing?
Monday the 27th at 9:30 with drug court. Amy is my attorney. I don't know her last name though.
Where did you say you were? What was the name of the place?
Purpose Healing.
And when did you go into Purpose Healing?
I got 30 days sober today, so
Today's October 21st, so approximately September 21st. And were you there the full 30 days?
Yes.
And then from Purpose Healing, how did you get picked up?
Because today, my mom who passed away, she left her card to my son. Someone stole it today, and I had to report it stolen. I was honest with the police officers that I had a warrant. My PO was aware of everything that was going on, but they said they still had to arrest me.
Okay. And do you know what date you missed your hearing at?
I don't. I'm not too sure. I thought she took me off the calendar because I was going into treatment.
Were you ordered to go to treatment as part
No,
of?
I actually recommended myself.
Did you tell the court you were going to go?
Yes, I did.
And your attorney knew?
Yes.
Have you been in contact with your attorney
Yes,
at all?
I have, and I've been in contact with my PO as well.
I do see that you've been in contact with your probation officer.
She knows everything that's going on.
So I do see you have, like you mentioned, drug court October 27th at 9:30 before Christina Henderson.
Yes.
And you said your attorney is aware of that?
Yes. She's the one that put me back on the calendar.
Is the purposeful healing a sober living?
Yes. I actually called New Freedom too. I'm gonna go back into another sober living as well.
Do you have the ability to attend hearings when you're in those types of homes?
I believe so. I know when I'm in treatment. When I'm in treatment, sorry. When I'm in treatment, like the one that I was at, I wasn't able to leave or go anywhere, so that's why she told me don't worry about the warrant. As soon as I get out, then we'll take care of it. So that's what I did. New Freedom, I'm trying to get into New Freedom. Tomorrow they're supposed to call me for my virtual intake.
Okay.
It's in another 3-month program.
All right. So I still have to give you a hearing date of October 29th, even though you have a hearing on October 27th. I need you to go to both, but mention to your attorney and bring this paperwork.
Okay.
And let them know that you have a hearing on October 29th. They may be able to vacate it since you already have one on October 27th. But if you don't mention it to them, they may not be able to vacate it, okay?
I will.
I'm going to release you on your own recognizance. That is your promise to appear. It does include the October 27th hearing. I need you to go to that one as well. Since you have been picked up, you need to make sure that you contact your probation officer.
She knows. I will.
Within 72 hours of release, make sure you contact them again to let them know what happened, okay?
Okay, I will.
All right, if you'll take a seat in the gallery, we'll reprint that and bring that out.
Thank you, ma'am.
We're going to reprint this case. Mr. Singer to the podium, Mr. Vincent to the chair. Can I get your name and date of birth?
February 14, 2000, name is Singer.
Can you repeat your name? I'm sorry.
Name is Singer.
Thank you, sir. You're here on 2 probation violation warrants with allegations you violated terms 3 and 4 of your probation. I'm appointing an attorney and setting a probation revocation hearing, October 28th at 8:30. You have a secured appearance bond of $100 in each case for a total of $200. In the event you post that bond, you have written conditions of release. It does include not possessing weapons or alcohol and contacting your probation officer within 72 hours of release. All of this will be in your paperwork, sir. Did you have any questions? Okay, if you'll step to your left, the officers will get you that paperwork. Thank you, sir. Mr. Vincent to the podium and Mr. Martin to the chair. Can I get your name and date of birth?
Trevor Vincent, 85 of 89.
Thank you, sir. It does look like you are here on 2 cases. They are both direct complaints that were filed. The first one has an offense date of January 21st, 2025 for 1 count of dangerous drug possession, a Class 4 felony, and 1 count of drug paraphernalia possession, a Class 6 felony. The other direct complaint has an offense date of February 10th, 2025 for 1 count of possession of a weapon by a prohibited person, a Class 4 felony. I'm appointing an attorney to represent you in both cases and setting a status conference November 5th at 8:30. a preliminary hearing November 7th at 8:30. I am going to release you to the supervision of pretrial services. You do have written conditions of release. You may not possess any weapons. You may not possess drugs without a valid prescription. You're also going to get an envelope with your paperwork. You need to read those instructions and contact pretrial services once you've been released. You also need to ensure that you attend all of your hearings. If you fail to appear at any of them, a warrant will issue and you will be held on bond at your next hearing. Did you have any questions, sir?
I think that's it. It's everything right there, right? Everything.
Everything that I just went over will be in your paperwork, and you just need to make sure that you read all the instructions in those and attend your hearings, okay?
Okay. I called it and I tried to track down. I didn't know anything about this, so is that you? If that's everything buttoned up, I just want to make sure it's handled because I'm trying to get my life back on track now, and I didn't know anything about these cases. So I called Scottsdale. I called these places, and they said I didn't have any court cases. So this is surprising me. So if this is everything that I have pending on my name now, I can get it taken care of, right?
You'll have to ask the officers that. This is the only 2 cases I show that you have out of the Superior Court.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
All right, if you step to your left, the officers will get you that paperwork. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Mr. Martin to the podium. Ms. Espinosa to the chair. Can I get your name and date of birth?
John Eric Martin, January 5th, 1985.
Thank you, sir. You are here on a warrant. It is for an offense date of January 1st, 2025 for 1 count of DUI, a Class 1 misdemeanor, and 1 count of DUI with a BAC of .08 or more, a Class 1 misdemeanor. I'm going to appoint an attorney and set an arraignment hearing November 6th at 8:30. That's in the Country Meadows Justice Court. I am going to release you today on your own recognizance at your promise to appear at that hearing. You do have written conditions of release. You may not possess or consume any alcohol, and you may not drive a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license. All of this will be in your paperwork, sir. Did you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
So November 6th at what time?
November 6th at 8:30 at the Country Meadows Justice Court. All of that will be in your paperwork, and that is located in Avondale.
Okay.
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 Anything else?
And you said I'll be appointed an attorney there? Or?
Yeah, so I've appointed an attorney. That attorney you should meet at the hearing on November 6th at 8:30, and you guys can go over how you intend to proceed, okay?
Okay, all right, thank you.
All right, thank you, sir. Ms. Espinosa to the podium, Ms. Gonzalez to the chair. May I get your name and date of birth?
Marisol Espinosa, February 7th, 1984.
Thank you, ma'am. You are here today on a probation violation warrant with allegations you violated terms 3 and 5 of your probation. I'm going to appoint an attorney and set a probation revocation hearing October 28th at 8:30. I am going to release you today on your own recognizance as your promise to appear. You are subject to the supervision of the Adult Probation Department.
Okay.
And you need to make sure you contact them within 72 hours of being released and comply with all the written conditions of release that'll be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
No, just that. Does it have rehab on my paperwork? Because I do want to go to it.
So it does not have that. When you go to that hearing on October 28th, you can discuss that. Otherwise, you can enroll yourself in that, but you will need to make sure that you have the availability to still attend this hearing. If you miss the hearing, a warrant will issue. So I need to make sure that you go to that on October 28th, which is about a week from today.
So tonight when I get out right now, I can go sign into rehab?
You can do that, but make sure you can still attend this hearing in a week.
I will.
Okay? All right. If you step to your left, the officer will get you that paperwork.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Ms. Gonzalez to the podium, Mr. Marquez to the chair. May I get your name and date of birth?
Vanessa Gonzalez, 062593.
What year were you born?
93.
93, thank you. It does look like you are here on a justice court warrant. It does look like you failed to pay some fines related to driving on a license that was suspended, revoked, or canceled from 2015. And as a result, this warrant issued in 2016. Due to the nature of your charges, you're not entitled to court-appointed counsel. I am going to set a hearing on November 5th at 1 p.m. in the Arcadia Biltmore Justice Court. I am going to release you today on your own recognizance at your promise to appear. You do have written conditions of release. You may not possess drugs without a valid prescription, and you may not drive a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license. I've also included their phone number in there for you. Because it is a failure to pay, you may be able to contact them and get this resolved without going to the hearing. However, they have to vacate that hearing. If they don't tell you they vacate it, then you'll still need to go so they don't issue another warrant, but you may want to contact them to see if you can get this resolved, okay? Any questions?
No.
Okay, go step to your left, officer, we'll get you that paperwork. Thank you. Mr. Marquez to the podium and Mr. Cerna to the chair. Can I get your name and date of birth?
Jose Marquez, Marcelino, 4-01.
Thank you, sir. It does look like you are here on a new case. It is for 1 count of narcotic drug possession, a Class 4 felony, and 1 count of drug paraphernalia possession, a Class 6 felony. For purposes of today's hearing, I'm not finding probable cause. That does not mean the charges are dismissed. They may test the substance and move forward. So I'm going to appoint an attorney and give you some hearings. Those hearings are going to be on November 5th and November 7th at 8:30. You need to make sure you attend those hearings. If you fail to appear, a warrant will issue for your arrest. Did you have any questions?
No.
Okay, step to your left, officer. We'll get you that paperwork.
So am I going home?
You're being released, yes, sir. Good evening. Do I have a Spanish interpreter on the line?
Good morning. Yes, this is your Spanish interpreter. My name is Christina, ID 54271. I will need you to please speak in clear short sentences so that I can interpret everything.
Thank you, Christina. I am going to begin. If we could start with Carlos Cerna to the podium.
Okay. Hola, pues si podemos empezar con Carlos Cerna al podio.
Just one moment, Christina. I'm sorry. Oh, it won't be reduced. All right. Good evening, sir. May I please get your name and date of birth?
Carlos Fabián Serna.
Buenas noches.
Mr. Cerna, do you need the use of a Spanish interpreter?
Yeah, sí.
I will ask that you wait until she translates before responding, and I'm going to start this over. Good evening, sir. May I please get your name and date of birth?
Carlos
Buenas
Fabián
noches,
Serna.
señor. Por favor, ¿puedo tener su nombre y fecha de nacimiento?
Mi nombre es Carlos Fabián Serna y fecha de nacimiento es 1/21/1963.
My name is Carlos Fabián Serna, and my date of birth is 1/21/1963.
Thank you, sir. You are here today on a probation violation warrant.
Gracias, señor. Usted está aquí el día de hoy bajo una violación de un aviso de probación.
With allegations that you violated terms 24 and 25.
Con alegaciones de que violaste los términos 24 y 25.
I am going to appoint an attorney and set a hearing October 28th at 8:30.
Yo entonces voy a apuntar a un abogado y entonces poner una auditoría para octubre 28 a las 8:30.
You have a secured appearance bond in the amount of $5,000.
Tú tienes una fianza segura de $5,000.
In the event you post that bond, you have written conditions of release.
Y en el evento de que usted pueda pagar esa fianza, va a tener condiciones escritas para su libertad.
It does include not possessing weapons or alcohol and contacting your probation officer within 72 hours.
Y también incluye no poseer armas o alcohol y contactar a tu oficial de condicional dentro de las 72 horas.
All of this will be in your paperwork. Did you have any questions?
Todo esto estará en tu papeleo. ¿Tú tienes alguna pregunta?
Sí.
Yes.
Okay, what's your question, sir?
Toda esa
¿Cuál es
información,
tu pregunta, señor?
la pregunta es que si todo lo que ella me ha dicho que de las violaciones y los pagos de la fianza, voy a tener derecho a recibir un papeleo de toda la información.
The question is about the violations and the bond payment. Am I gonna have the right of the documentation of all that information?
So when you meet with your attorney on October 28th, they will give you the documentation regarding the allegations that you violated.
Entonces, cuando tú te juntas con tu abogado en el 28, ellos te van a dar el documento con respecto a las alegaciones que tú has violado.
Anything further, sir?
¿Alguna otra pregunta, señor?
No.
No.
If you will step to your left, the officer will get you that paperwork.
Si tú te paras a la izquierda, el oficial le va a dar ese papeleo.
That does conclude our Spanish matters this evening. I do appreciate your assistance, ma'am. Feel free to disconnect at your convenience.
It's been my pleasure. Thank you so much for choosing our services. My name is Christina and break is ID 54271. Hope you have a great rest of the day.
Please rate. Thank you. And the remaining case will proceed as a house call due to being a danger to self. Case number 19 and 20 for Deanna Overmeyer, date of birth May 4th, 1995. She is here on 2 probation violation warrants with allegations she violated terms 3 and 5. I am appointing an attorney and setting a probation revocation hearing October 28th at 8:30. She has a secured appearance bond of $1,000 in one case, $100 in the other, for a total of $1,100. In the event that bond is posted, she will have written conditions of release. It does include not possessing weapons or alcohol and contacting her probation officer within 72 hours of release. If anything changes after I meet with her, I will update the written record. This concludes our 11 p.m. calendar, and we will now stand in recess until 2 a.m.